prosecutor was illegally appointed. CBS's Scott McFarland.
One of the consequences of this dismissal, one of them, is that the arguments each has made that these were selective, political, vindictive prosecutions ordered by President Trump. Those arguments are, to a degree, highly irrelevant now. The cases are dismissed. It's all moot. The case is dismissed. But they, of course, can resuscitate those arguments if the new prosecution is somehow brought against either of these two defendants. But that's a really big if.
Comey just said he's grateful the court ended the case, but concerned about what the Department of Justice has become under Donald Trump. The Pentagon says it's investigating Democratic Senator Mark Kelly for possible breaches of military law. Kelly, a military veteran, joined other lawmakers in calling on troops to refuse unlawful orders. Military analyst Jeff McCausland.
This is very, very unusual and somewhat unprecedented in terms of legal activity.
The weekend talks on Ukraine were said to be highly productive, but there's still a deadline approaching for Ukraine's president. That's Thursday, according to President Trump. CBS News security contributor Sam Vinograd.
President Trump seems to view playing this out in the public domain as some kind of negotiating leverage over the Ukrainians. In my experience in these complex negotiations, positions, even outlandish ones, are presented in private, even if they're quite maximalist, so that foreign leaders as well as technical teams can hammer through them before there is a public exchange of words and deadlines are put to conclude negotiations. That's a change.
Camilo Montoya Galvez has a look at the immigration crackdown surge in Charlotte, North Carolina, and what it accomplished.
Out of about 270 arrests by Border Patrol agents in the Charlotte area last week, fewer than 90 of those detainees actually were classified as criminal immigrants.
The chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff traveled to Puerto Rico today. CBS's Charlie D'Agata is there watching the military buildup.
All of this military hardware, we've been to 4 bases on the island of Puerto Rico. There's another 15,000 if you include everything. And you're talking about naval assets, the ships. About a third of all of the U.S. warships that are deployed in this region right now.
Kane's visit comes as President Trump evaluates whether to take military action against Venezuela. On Wall Street at this hour, stocks are higher. The Nasdaq is up by 573 points. This is CBS News.
The annual Progressive Keys to Progress program provides vehicles to deserving veterans, helping our heroes drive their lives forward. Learn more at keystoprogress.com.
An update on the grizzly bear attack in British Columbia, but first, KIRO Newsradio traffic. Here's Nate Connors.
All right, Heather, this report brought to us by ProSculpt. Good-looking drive for the most part. Just one collision showing up on the map right now, and that's in South Tacoma. North 5 at 56. It's blocking your right lane. You're in about a mile or so back up. Olympia to Tacoma is at 35 minutes. A reminder, in Pacific, we've got that 2-mile backup northbound on 167 through our Pacific construction zone. 20 minutes to clear this. Heading into Seattle, South 5 beginning to fill in between Northgate and downtown. We're up to 20 minutes now from Linwood to Seattle. Both of our lake bridges remain wide open. And here's some drive times. Everett to Bellevue, a half hour. Issaquah to Seattle, 15 minutes. Federal Way to Tacoma, 10 minutes. ProSculpt, the one-day permanent fat loss and skin tightening solution for men and women, offered by New Skin Med Spa in Bellevue. Book your free consultation at prosculpt.com. KIRO News Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
KIRO News Radio, 97.3 FM, Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon, I'm Heather Bosch. Authorities now think it was a mother grizzly bear with 2 cubs, which attacked about 20 students and teachers in Bella Coola, British Columbia last week. 3 students and a teacher remain hospitalized. Sergeant Jeff Tyre tells CBC News that conservation officers are searching for the bear.
Speaking from experience, this is probably the most dangerous thing that conservation officers do, especially dealing with family units with sows.
Officers have added cameras in the area of the trail where the group was attacked during a field trip. Kent police are investigating after one person was shot dead at the Lincoln Park and Ride last night. A car was seen speeding away. Officers say the victim suffered multiple wounds and died at the scene. Police are searching for the gunman who injured one person in White Center yesterday afternoon. It happened near Southwest Roxbury and 15th Avenue Southwest. That victim is expected to survive. State troopers have arrested a man reported to be in distress on State Route 509 on the overpass in Tacoma Saturday night. night. What happened next got him into trouble.
The State Patrol says shortly after, he hurled a brick at a Mazda CX-5 traveling at freeway speed. Trooper Cameron Watts says the brick hit a passenger in the head.
You don't expect when you're rolling on a highway 60 miles an hour, then a brick hits your windshield and really injures one of your passengers or you. And it's just an unexpected thing. They were really shaken up.
Medics transported the man with serious injuries to Harborview. Tom Brock, KIRO News Radio.
Ever dream of owning a Washington State ferry? 2 retired boats are up for sale. There's no minimum bid, but the Washington State Standard reports buyers need Coast Guard towing plans and environmental approvals. The University of Washington women's soccer team has made it to the Elite Eight. KIRO 7 TV's Eric Thomas reports.
In a big moment, scores! Washington wins!
Unbelievable. This run continues. The Dogs now into the Elite Eight. With that, the University of Washington women's soccer team taking down #1 seed Virginia. This is only the 3rd time in program history, though, the Huskies have advanced this far into the NCAA tournament. They'll face off against 2 seed Duke on Friday, 3 p.m. our time from Durham, North Carolina.
This weather update brought to you by State Roofing and Exteriors. Scattered showers today with highs in the upper 40s. It's 46 in downtown Seattle. I'm Heather Bosch.
Your best source for local news, serving Western Washington and the world with the KIRO News Radio App. Always streaming live on your smart speakers. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
And now, it's time for the Jake and Spike Show on KIRO News Radio with your hosts, Jake Skorheim and Spike O'Neill.
Behold, a fiendish masterpiece from the bowels of hell! Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Mondays, boy, I hate Mondays. They make me so steamed. Weekends, I prefer the weekends.
Son of a... Welcome to the show. Happy Monday, November 24th, Monday, 3 days before Thanksgiving. Best food week of the year by far.
Crazy.
There's no comparable week of dining. Jake Skorheim here, Spike O'Neill right there.
Buddy, hold on. I'm finishing out this.
Are you putting in the application?
Yeah, for my bank loan application.
All right, here's what we're going to do. Yeah. We're going to scrap everything that we plan on talking about. Instead, we're going to talk about this. Heather just had it in the news break. 2 Washington State ferries. I swear to you, I didn't even know this was a thing until 30 seconds ago. I am legit excited. 2 retired ferry boats are for sale right now. The 144-car Hayek, both decommissioned. Yeah. The 87-car Klahoya?
Klahoya. Just for running around town, right? Klahoya?
How do you say? Klahowya? Klahoya?
I think
Laura,
Klahoya.
can you look that up? Phonetically, how do you say that? I feel like we're almost there.
Klahoya. No, it's Klahoya. It's Klahoya.
Right.
Yeah.
You can buy these. There's no minimum price. So some smart person could just step in, and all you have to have is plans to tow it away and what you're going to do with it. But, I mean...
Do you remember the story?
Is this crazy? Is this a crazy idea?
Well, you remember the story on these boats? These are the ones that were sold and were going to be salvaged down to, like, Ecuador. And
these are the ones?
They hired that crew and they stranded them on the boats. Remember this?
No way.
These are the same 2 boats.
So now these are kind of like ghost ships.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. This would actually be really fun to do.
They just need a good home.
Crazy idea. Crazy idea.
What do you got?
Did you have an update on something?
Klahoya.
Klahoya? Okay.
I was off. I was way off. Klahoya. That was my second guess. Which is a lie. I guess 3 or 4 times. I didn't get it. The Hayek and the Klahoya. Think of, okay, how about this, Spike? What if we did this? We buy these things, and we start a competing ferry service.
Yeah, an independent, right?
And we run it efficiently. We run it, and we never miss it. We never miss a sailing.
Right, that's right.
We hire adequate staff.
Adequate staffing. That's right. Yeah.
We get the cars on. We get the cars off.
Mm-hmm.
Now the problem is, where do we dock these things?
Right.
That's a question. Maybe it's not about cars. Maybe it's just foot traffic.
Here's what we got to do. Here's what we do.
Really slow foot traffic ferries.
Here's what we do. We work with the Washington State ferry system, okay? And we're going to jump in as soon as they pull away, right?
Oh, like we're just filling up the empty space.
An overflow, yeah. As soon as they leave the dock, we pull up, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get our own lane, right? That runs up along, that Maybe a little more.
Sure.
Skip like a VIP charter service.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, just like at major airports, there's always the little jets.
Right.
Parked off to the side.
An executive terminal, one would say.
A very exclusive club.
Okay. Right.
Yes.
Yes. And you want to join? You can see on the weekends there's a 4-boat wait.
That's phenomenal.
Not for VIP service.
No. Just
sir.
one boat.
That's right.
You can get on right now.
Right now.
All aboard, folks.
Yep.
Hop on, hop off.
It's no different than the commuter lanes where we pay a lot of money to skip traffic. Same concept.
Why don't more people buy these? Are these so impractical? Why don't more people turn them into cool things like hotels? Like people text us right now what you would do with these, 888-973-5476. I guarantee you, if you're listening to us right now and you ever seen one of these boats parked, they have one over in Kingston for a long time. I think that one's now gone.
Okay.
But they have one forever over there. And it was just sitting there turning moldier every single week that I would go by. And I always thought to myself, wouldn't it be fun to buy it? I don't know what the cost of it would be, but wouldn't it be fun to buy it and turn it into something useful like a hotel? Everybody always thinks hotel, but I feel like that's low-hanging fruit.
Event venue? Get married on a ferry?
I've been to ferry boat weddings.
Yeah. There's one on Lake Union.
There's one on Lake
North
Union.
end of Lake Union.
But not an original Washington State ferry.
Where's that one from?
Well, no, the one on Lake Union isn't like the classic
boat
green
ferry. It's just a boat.
State ferry.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of ferry.
It's not
maybe
from
an older
WSF?
one? No.
Oh, I thought it was. It's painted like it is. Is that a lie? Are they lying to us?
I'm sure it's just good marketing.
It's probably good marketing. I always thought that it was, but yeah, you'd be right. You could buy it and turn it into some sort of a wedding venue, I guess. I feel like that's kind of low-hanging fruit, but it would be fantastic. These would be really fun.
You take when you're getting a business going, you got to take all the business you can get.
Here's another idea.
Okay.
You just leave it derelict, and it sits there.
Okay.
And then you hire it out for like Halloween parties, haunted Halloween ghost ships.
Right, raves.
I
mean, money they pay.
Maybe. Paintball.
Get some
paintball on one of these things. That'd be fun.
Not a lot of places. Can you get some cars to hide around? Right?
Yeah. No, there's upper decks, lower decks, all sorts of fun things. I think it'd be fantastic. So if anybody wants to buy one, you please let us know. We'll come out and tour it. And,
that'd be such a great fun
It
business.
would be really fun. Pete Davidson of SNL fame, and I think Colin Yost?
Colin Yost and Pete Davidson bought the Staten Island Ferry. That's right.
They bought one
to
turn it into something. I don't know if they ever ended up following through with that, but they got like stupid money. We'd have to be a little tighter on our budget. They got a lot of money. Like one of them's married to Scarlett Johansson. She makes like $50 million a
see,
movie.
But he can throw away money after bad ideas.
Yeah.
He can have all the fun he wants.
Yeah.
And
No, we
Pete
don't
Davidson doesn't care. He just walks away from anything.
He doesn't care.
Right?
Boats, relationships.
Whatever. Acting
I'm just
careers,
kidding.
boom.
I don't know anything
I
about
love
him.
him.
He's probably a good guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
he's a
those
fun
are for
guy,
sale.
but I wouldn't let him watch my kids, right? I wouldn't let him pet sit.
That's a great,
right?
Well, you want somebody dependable.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that they're going to show
I
up.
don't care about my house, but they're not watching my dog.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's move on to let's move into first things first. Now the ferry boats are out of the way. I'm seriously interested in those, though. So if anybody does have designs on buying those, if you could please let us know. 888-973-5476. We saw the story before the show. Sound Transit is testing faster runtimes on Line 1. This was confusing to me because I assumed, based on the story, that they were testing whether or not, I thought it was testing faster runtimes, but apparently Nate Connors explained this to us because he has the story. They're not actually testing it to make it faster. They're just testing it to make sure the trains don't run into each other.
Well, they're trying to make
or clog each other up.
Coordination between the soon-to-be operational 2 line across the lake and the existing 1 line that's running from currently Linwood to Angle Lake with eventual service down to Federal Way.
And the 2 line is
It's
the one
gonna
that goes
zip
across Washington.
across the lake.
And they're
Yeah.
hoping to open that sometime
What
in the
they're
next
trying to
30
figure
years.
out is how to get folks coordinated with trains that come across the 2 and hook up to take the 1 line down to the airport or wherever it may be, whatever your final destination varies.
Sure.
So what they're trying to figure out is how to.
Ominous.
It does.
Final destination.
Excuse me. They're trying to figure out how to best coordinate these trains so that
they're using the same platform.
They're using the same rails, right? Same platform as they intersect between the 1 and 2 lines. So what they're doing is testing faster runtimes. They're doing this between, I think, 4:30 and 9:30 in the morning today and tomorrow. And they'll do it throughout the next few weeks, specifically figuring out how to run passenger-less lines in conjunction with regularly running routes.
I'm sure they
along
won't
the
have a
1
problem
line.
testing a passengerless line.
That may be true.
Question for you.
Pick one.
Why are they? So I drive by these trains. Now I have a little bit of an off commute, so I come in. I'm usually driving past the Linwood location, the train that runs usually like 9 in the morning, 9:10 in the morning.
Yeah, you're past what is traditional rush hour.
I would think that there would be more than 5 people on a 4-train car.
I can tell you that when I took the half dozen or so times I took the train to work this summer. By the time I got to my destination down on Capitol Hill,
it was packed.
It was packed.
Okay.
It socked in as you started up north at the Linwood station and then came in through the.
Was it pretty empty in Linwood?
Yeah, it was pretty. But should I get on the shoreline? There'd be a handful of people there, maybe 5-10 people. By the time I got to Capitol Hill, it was packed.
I'm going to do a coffee table book, like an art book. I'm not an artist, but I take pictures. It's going to be called Empty Trains, and I'm just going to go on these trains and take pictures, just because it makes the travel seem nice. Like anytime I get on a plane and there's nobody sitting on the plane, it's nice.
It's a nicer flight.
You go, wouldn't it be great if nobody sat next to me, because then I could have the whole row to myself.
Stretch out. Put your laptop out. Open up some paper.
That's never a problem on Sound Transit. You usually are always going to have an empty row. Usually each person usually has 3 or 4 empty rows.
To themselves. Some folks set up a little house-like unit there, I've seen.
Some people do.
They do,
They move in permanently.
Sometimes, yeah.
And it's nice. And they get to travel, and you can look out the window, especially in this time of year when it gets a little darker outside and there's rain falling. You get to see all these lovely views.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's wide open. You have 360-degree views because there's nobody blocking you on those trains.
Nothing but windows and everywhere
windows,
you look.
just floor-to-ceiling windows everywhere you look. It's great. No passengers to bug you.
I was terrified, though, when I saw testing faster run times.
Why wouldn't you want faster trains? Doesn't that make sense?
They do about 55 miles an hour, I think. When they
Is
run,
that too fast?
I think it's sitting on a track.
Yeah.
It's just sitting on a track, and there's a little bit of a curve to it at times. There's a little, I'd be a little leery of it going any faster than it goes.
Sure.
First off, if they can run faster, why aren't they? Right?
Yeah, that's the question. I first saw the story,
if this thing can do 75, why you're governing up at 55?
Yeah, why wouldn't you run this as fast as you possibly can at all times? Make it as efficient as possible.
And it's not like we're talking about them running more every 4 minutes instead of every 8 minutes with car. That's not the case either. And why aren't they doing that? Because, again, they're not selling out. Twice as many half empty cars now, a quarter full car, basically.
Yeah,
because you got twice as many.
Let me ask you, go ahead. Do you think they're going to make extra money? Did you see that we had kind of a jokey segment last week, Washington State Ferry System? I mean, ironic.
Oh, the merch. Yeah.
Washington State Ferry has a merch page where you can buy all the stuff, and that was kind of fun. We looked into that, and then just by happenstance, I was on the Sound Transit page today doing a little research into this testing thing that they're doing, that we've been talking about here last few minutes. They also have a holiday page. Laura, can we pull this up? This is kind of fun. Sound Transit has a holiday page if you guys are interested in buying some of these. The question is, what a kind of person would go to soundtransitshop.com, which is what the website is, and you can buy. Can we, let's see, we've got some, look at this picture. If you guys are not enjoying us on the YouTube, you are missing, well, actually, you're probably doing better in this segment.
Well, first off, how in the world was soundtransitshop.com even available?
Soundtransitshop.com.
How was somebody not sitting on that beauty of a website, of a domain name?
Everyone just assume, what a hot commodity.
Oh.
Who would buy these things?
Wow, that's okay. So let's describe for folks who aren't enjoying the YouTube channel.
This is a Christmas sweater.
Yeah, this is a Sound Transit themed Christmas sweater, and the snowflakes are literally made from train cars.
Yeah,
and light rail cars, and buses.
Let's cycle through some of these.
Look
at
that
Sound Transit Christmas sweater. This is a baby jumper.
That is not attractive.
Gingerbread cookies. A bus, the sounder, and the light rail.
Okay.
Wow, and someone has taken a bite out of the gingerbread cookie. That's so clever.
This is a pillow.
Okay, now those make sense. Now, so for the person who's already sleeping on the light rail car or the public bus, you can now for $10 you can buy yourself a handy little travel pillow.
Yeah. Take a nap
to make your time sleeping on the buses. Even there's a 10x10 pillow.
We can't make it arrive faster, but we can make it easier to get there.
Here's again the snow for you folks who like to travel in pajamas these days. We know how common you are. Here's snowflakes made of transit vehicles.
How much are these? I don't see prices on these, Laura. How much are some of these things?
Oh, I just grabbed the pictures. Let me pull up the website.
The sweater sells for $65.
Yikes.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? Makes sense, though. Sound Transit, nothing's going to be cheap with Sound Transit.
That gingerbread onesie, which I think is a winner, is $22.
$22.
The pillows are also $22.
Seems like a lot for a pillow. Snowflake wrapping, you want to get some
Snowflake
sound
pants
tracks
are
or rapping.
$42. Oh, the sweater.
$14.
$65 for the holiday sweater.
Can you pull up, Laura, my X page? I put up some photos. I came up with some designs.
While you're pulling that up, the picture of the gingerbread men as such a, I think that is so perfect of an analogy for Sound Transit.
How so?
Because
it's delicious?
No, because it's what it used to be. Gingerbread cookies used to be the thing. You know, they're nobody's favorite cookie.
Yeah.
And I think, much like, Sound Transit isn't anybody's favorite mode.
No, nobody really
Trains
loves it.
used to be the way to go.
You're right.
I think gingerbread is
It's a good analogy.
The perfect analogy for Sound Transit in general.
I agree. It's not bad.
I
don't think any of these are jumping off the paper though. I mean, off the sites where I would purchase
Speaking of paper, if somebody handed you a Christmas present wrapped in Sound Transit holiday commemorative wrapping paper, I'm thinking, wow, did you get this free from work?
You paid $14 for it.
Do you work at Sound Transit?
That's more than I'm going to spend on most of the gifts it's wrapped in.
So last week I thought your ideas for promoting the ferry system merch were much better than their ideas.
Why can't they just have a little bit of a sense of humor about it?
Right?
Wouldn't it be? You're much more likely to buy it than a Sound Transit cookie.
They're dead serious about this train snowflake sweater.
These are serious.
They're
I think
serious.
we should
about
have more fun with it.
They really mean this, don't they?
They do. So we put up some photos. If you guys want to check them out on my X page, here's a good one. All aboard. Eventually, probably, maybe. Any day of the week. I would buy these any day of the week. You can see these at Jake Skorheim. This is one of a side-by-side Sound Transit train.
It says Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, boy. Is that the one line and then the West Seattle line?
That's the one and the two line.
Oh,
these are fun. They're really fun to make. They're more fun to make than Sound Transit is to ride.
Wow.
And I would also like to donate because I'm a thoughtful guy.
You are.
I would like to donate these sweatshirts, these thumbnails. I'm giving them to Sound Transit. This is my gift to Sound Transit. People can take these, and if they want to turn them into profitable things for the train to make up some money, so they don't have to keep gouging you for all your billions and billions
Next
of dollars.
stop, your wallet.
There you go. There you go. Fun times. Fun times.
How about one that says on time and 25 years too late?
Yeah. Which doesn't even make sense.
But it's true. That's why it's funny. Oh my God, those are great.
That is funny.
Somebody actually can.
People could actually make money at these, but if you have to have a sense of humor about it.
You do.
They're trying to be earnest. Nobody wants an earnest Sound Transit jumper.
Kudos to the marketing company that convinced Sound Transit that a snowflake sweatshirt holiday edition would be a seller.
They probably did what I did, which is like mine was 10 seconds of just like, all right,
AI?
put a funny thing on a sweatshirt.
Okay.
And it's done. So they probably did the same thing. They said, make a Sound Transit snowflake with trains as a snowflake.
Oh, boy.
And that's what they did.
And it's supposed to generate income, right? I'm hoping this isn't just an advertising loss.
I would hope so. I would hope it goes towards paying for the trains. They're very expensive.
Sure.
Very, very expensive.
Will you get a number one line patch to sew on everything in your house? There's a
absolutely.
Opening
I'm going to get
patch.
the gingerbread thing for my kids.
Yeah.
Very excited about
the one line beanie. I can wear that.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, here's one. Hello, Federal Way. Can't wait to get there. Hello, Federal Way.
Hopefully.
Wow.
Hopefully we'll get there.
Did you see the dog collar?
No.
I did not see a dog collar. No.
Oh, look at this. Oh.
Dogs are allowed on trains. You can bring dogs on trains too.
That's right.
Which I don't know if that's a great idea. This next story is fantastic. And it's kind of one of the stories. It's not really super newsy, but I find it super fascinating. These brothers had heard about this legend that their mom told all their life about how she used to collect comic books.
Okay.
And then time passed, and she got old, and then she passed away.
Okay.
So they're cleaning out her stuff.
Yeah.
And what they found is the stuff that dreams are made of.
Wow.
We have audio. It's fantastic. And it made me wonder, are there any family legends that you have that you think could be worth some money?
Ooh.
Or have you found anything in the past that you saved growing up that is now worth a ton of money, like old video games from your childhood?
Ooh.
It's super collectible now. People make a ton of money on this stuff.
Laura's got an iPod worth a couple $100,
Laura's
right?
got an iPod.
If I can find the Zune.
Yeah, a Zune,
Laura's
right?
got a Zune. Yeah. So you can bid on Laura's Zune. No, just kidding. We're not selling that.
What do you see with this treasure?
You're not going to,
wow.
unbelievable. You're not going to believe this. It's so cool. Yeah. All right. Stick around. We'll be right back.
This hour is brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook at Muckleshoot Casino.
The Seahawks got it done on the road.
Gonna let it fly. Got a man, JSN. Makes the catch.
Bouncing back.
For a touchdown, Seahawks.
We always just put the mission over anything else, no matter what it is, man. We try to get that W.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, holy catfish.
Happy for JSN. He's doing an incredible job. Brings it every day.
But every opportunity he has to make a play, he's doing that. It's just hard to guard him, bro. Like, he's just so efficient at what he do.
Where the 12s hear the Hawks. KIRO News Radio on 97.3 FM.
Makita knows that pros never settle, and neither do we. With Makita, you get tools that perform at the highest level on every job without compromise. Makita is for the most detailed pros, expertly engineered to deliver precision, job after job. When your work calls for the best, call on Makita. Makita, built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Well, I'm here with my good buddy, Dr. Dan Nelson from Eastside Pain and Regenerative Medicine. And you've heard from Dr. Dan's patients over the years how a simple stem cell procedure has successfully conquered their pain. Well, folks, now it's my turn. After years of dealing with knee pain from all the football abuse, I can say my knee pain now is almost 100% gone. How'd you do it, Dr. Dan?
Well, Brock, personally, I'm very happy that you did so well. And your story is like so many of our other patients who come in, former athletes and non-athletes as well, who have come in with chronic knee pain, and they are looking for alternatives besides knee replacement surgery. And we're happy to provide this service. It's been truly a game changer for so many folks. It's just been a pleasure to be part of this.
Consider Dr. Nelson, the only doctor with over 30 years of experience in pain medicine techniques, including stem cell therapy. I was in and out with a couple of follow-ups. It's a non-surgical solution to pain using your own stem cells. Consider stem cell therapy with Dr. Daniel Nelson, MD at 425-823-4000 or visit DanielNelsonMD.com. That's DanielNelsonMD.com.
Join KIRO News Radio and Treehouse for the 37th Annual Holiday Magic, providing holiday gifts and year-round support for the more than 6,000 youth and young adults in foster care statewide. Over the past 36 years of Holiday Magic, we've delivered 182,000 gifts across our state. Join KIRO News Radio and Treehouse this year and share the joy of the holiday season. Text MAGIC to 888-973-5476 to learn more.
There is one real estate agent who's been helping KIRO listeners longer than anyone else, and that's Wes Jones with sellwithwes.com. Wes, you've helped KIRO listeners in good markets and more difficult ones. What do you think has been the secret to your success?
Thanks, Brandy. Experience has taught us that to outperform the market, we needed to do things differently from the status quo, that we needed to do more. Our exclusive system covers innovative marketing locally and internationally, leading to more eyeballs on your home. Better listing prep for better showings, negotiation strategies that eliminate pesky buyer contingencies, and generate stronger offers. Through our exclusive client programs, our sellers enjoy an extraordinary marketing experience utilizing techniques a traditional agent cannot offer.
So if you want to sell your home faster at a higher price and with fewer contingencies, if you want more, visit sellwithwes.com, sellwithwes.com, a better way to sell your home.
Mike Rowe here with another fun fact. If your concrete is cracked or uneven, you can actually lift it back up. Whether it's a sinking driveway, a patio, or a sidewalk, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to lift your concrete slabs. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
It's clogged again.
Your drain?
Just had it cleared.
You didn't call Apollo Plumbing.
How can you tell?
Because your drain's clogged again.
So frustrating.
We can clear that drain.
That's what the last guy said.
We'll clear it, guaranteed.
He said that too.
Apollo Plumbing will clear your drain or it's free.
Wait, what?
Apollo Plumbing clears your drain.
Or it's free?
Yep.
What's the catch?
No catch.
Fine print?
Apollo Apollo Plumbing clears your main drain for $83.
83 or it's free?
And we'll even give you a camera inspection.
Because?
It's the best way to find what's causing your clog.
But that's extra.
Nope, included.
No extra charge?
Not 1 cent.
83 or it's free.
All it takes is an accessible outside cleanout.
And an Apollo plumber.
No clog is safe from Apollo Plumbing.
And just like that, my main drain is...
Draining again.
How can you...
Apollo plumbers are that good.
83 or it's free.
You call, we come.
My drain's draining again.
Guaranteed.
83 or it's free.
As it should be.
Apollo Plumbing.
ApolloPlumbing.com.
From the K4 to the Telluride to the EV9, be ready this winter. With amazing pricing and financing, now is the time to buy at Kia of Everett. Simple, easy, fun.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon, I'm Heather Bosch. AAA is predicting a record 82 million travelers this Thanksgiving holiday. KIRO News Radio's Luke Ducey says many of them will be on the roadways.
AAA says I-5 North, Seattle to Bellingham will be the worst, most crowded route for drivers this week. Tina Werner with WashDOT tells KIRO 7 TV to help out, State Route 167 and the I-405 express toll lanes will be free and open to all drivers on Thanksgiving Day.
That's part of our overall effort to help keep people moving over the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday weekend.
Tolling will be in effect this weekend. Luke Ducey, KIRO News Radio.
More than 300,000 people are expected to ride a Washington State ferry over the holiday.
That's more than we saw last year. We saw about 290,000 riders last year. And we expect Thanksgiving to be the busiest day with 60 to 70,000 riders just on that one day alone.
The ferry service's Dana Boer says there are 10% more sailings this Thanksgiving than last year now that the system is operating at full capacity. The system's on track for 20 million passengers this year, the most since before the pandemic. A warning if you're traveling through SeaTac Airport over the holiday. With the Olympic pipeline shut down for leak repairs, airlines at SeaTac are implementing contingency plans to ensure planes stay fueled. Patrick DeHaan with Gas Buddy tells KIRO 7 TV.
If you're traveling overseas, that could be problematic because those jets, some of the larger Boeings take tens of thousands of gallons of jet fuel.
Airlines are adding refueling stops at other airports and trucking more fuel to SeaTac. The Pentagon has launched an investigation into former Navy pilot and astronaut Mark Kelly over what it calls serious allegations of misconduct. This comes after Kelly took part in a video that urged members of the military to refuse illegal orders. Kelly telling CBS's Face the Nation.
All we said is we reiterated what basically is the rule of law. Members of the military cannot follow illegal orders.
Kelly is a Democratic U.S. Senator. A federal judge has dismissed the criminal cases against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James. The judge says the prosecutor who brought the charges at President Trump's urging was illegally appointed by the Justice Department. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 230 points. NASDAQ ahead 569. KIRO News Radio traffic. Here's Nate Connors.
Hey, thanks, Heather. Down in South Tacoma, North 5 at 56. They just cleared a long-term collision that was blocking your right lane. So it's left you with a bumper-to-bumper backup starting at 512. Olympia to Tacoma has a 15-minute delay, taking you right around 45 minutes. Coming the other way, Tacoma to Olympia, 40 minutes. You're looking pretty good. You got a brief backup at the JBLM main gate. And down in Olympia, looks like we've got a new blocking issue westbound 101 just off the I-5 interchange. This has both directions of I-5 jammed up on the exit ramps to 101 right now. Here in Seattle, South 5, we're looking good, but it is crowded from Northgate to downtown. Linwood to Seattle, 25 minutes. South 405 to Canyon Park, slows approaching 527. Just past 527, we've got a vehicle on the right shoulder, and drivers are slowing down at the scene. And then further south in Totem Lake at 116th, we've got a new collision blocking both toll lanes. KIRO News Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
This weather update brought to you by State Roofing and Exteriors. Scattered showers today with highs in the upper 40s. It's 46 in downtown Seattle. I'm Heather Bosch.
Your best source for local news. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
All right, welcome back to the show. I saw this story. This was so cool. I collected comic books when I was a kid. I did not collect them into adulthood. I didn't hold on to any comic books. I wish I had. especially when you read a story like this. 3 brothers in Northern California had been told this legend by their mom that she had grown up collecting comic books, which is, I don't often associate grandmas with collecting comic books.
Young girls in the 40s, 50s, right? When these would have been the era.
Yes, and apparently she said that she and her brother used to collect comic books as kids, and that was kind of the end of it. But she said they were somewhere in the attic. They didn't know where.
And
somewhere.
the story got told
stuff.
at holidays and whenever he visits, and
yeah,
and it kind of faded into memory.
And then mom passes away of old age. Obviously lived a great life. She's got 3 sons who are cleaning out her stuff. I mean, that's kind of everybody's dream, right?
Yeah,
you get old.
well, I tell you what, we're going through that now with some aunts and uncles. My father-in-law passed away a couple of years ago. Going through
it's not
a
great
life.
for you guys.
Well, going through a life when you lose somebody, it's amazing what people don't want. How many things you have to make hard decisions on.
Oh, that's the roughest.
It's tough. So when you hear a story like this,
my wife. This is a quick side note, but my in-laws have a lot of stuff.
You collect things over the course of a life.
Collect things over the course of a life.
Yeah, you do, absolutely.
And it's great stuff. It's not like it's junk.
Right.
But it's just a lot. And the emotional, my wife was trying to explain to her parents. She's like, she goes, if when you guys leave.
When we lose you.
If you guys, if when we lose you, and her dad passed away a little over a year ago, we're going to have to make those decisions. It's going to be a lot harder for us to make, because we're going to attach an emotional attachment to it that maybe you wouldn't necessarily attach to it yourself, but because now it's connected to you and you're no longer here, it suddenly becomes like this invaluable thing.
Grandma's salt and pepper shakers, I can't get rid of those.
Yeah,
it's weird what you attach to.
It is crazy. And so my wife found a book, and then she gave it to her mom after my father-in-law passed away. She gave it to her mom, and I was like, "You can't give your mom that book." And she said, "No, it's good. It'll be good for her." And it's called can you look this up, Laura? I think it's called The Gentle Art of Swedish Death Cleaning, which sounds really dark.
I've heard of this.
Have you heard of this?
Yes.
Is that what it's called? The Gentle Art
That's what
of
it's called.
Swedish Death Cleaning, which is, of course, I'd remember because it's a weird title. But she had the book in her house, and I was like, "What is this?" She goes, "Oh, I ordered it for my mom. I want her to read it so that she starts getting the idea of like getting rid of stuff before."
I'm ordering it right now.
Yeah.
I am. Not kidding.
You literally are. I can see you ordering it right now. That's funny.
Put it in my cart. Boom.
So, okay,
right
so these brothers did not get the Gentle Swedish Art of Death Cleaning.
No.
And I'm sure they're glad now that they didn't, because their mom actually did have a pretty valuable collection of comic books that she had not seen in decades and decades and decades. Got moved with them from house to house as they grew up and grew on, then into retirement, all these different things. So they're cleaning out in the attic of their mom's house. Underneath a bunch of stuff just forgotten is this stack of comic books, and it's apparently pretty highly graded, and it did pretty well.
And not just pristine, mint condition. And when you talk about collectibles, comic book collectibles, they grade these things like people grade diamonds.
Yes.
I mean,
So these are graded
yeah.
CGC 9, which is a grading. I assume this scale goes up to 10.
Perfection. It's like perfection.
It's
these
one of the
things are.
highest graded unrestored copies in existence, apparently. So they realized, they're like, this might be worth a lot of money. They Google searched it, and they found that one had recently been sold at auction for like a couple $1,000,000. And they're like, oh my gosh, we could be sitting on a life-changing amount of money here.
Mom wasn't kidding.
So they called up this auction house, and they said, we want to sell this, but how do we do that? And so we have some audio. This is Lon Allen. He runs Heritage Auctions. He joined Chicago Live, and he has some details of this. And then we'll play you. If I play all these clips, Laura, excluding the auction, will it hide how much this sold for?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll go through this. The payoff will be how much it paid for. It's just a crazy number. So this is Lon Allen with Heritage Auctions, detailing how much he originally paid for this Superman #1.
10 cents. That's what every comic book cost back then, 10 cents.
10 cents. And it says that on the cover.
Yeah.
It says 10 cents. They talk about finding the comic and how it got saved and all that stuff.
They had always heard a story that there was old comic books somewhere, but they never saw them. And lo and behold, they just in a box of musty old newspapers in the bottom, bam, there it was. They had never, ever seen them. So I believe it was her and her brother, who would have been born in the late 20s, and they just happened to there were 6 comic books total. We don't know if maybe there were more at some point, but she must have just thought that these looked special and wanted to keep them. So no, the kids who are in their 50s and 60s had heard maybe there were old comic books, but at some point it falls into legend when you never see them.
What's interesting about this to me is that I think the fact that she only had 6 remaining speaks to a couple of things. One, I don't think she was a massive collector. I think she probably did just see some comic books when she was very young and thought, oh, these are neat. It was like a passing fancy.
Sure.
And I think that's backed up by the fact that had she known how valuable they were, there's no way she would have kept them in a musty old box of newspapers.
Right.
In
Stacked
storage,
away in the back of an attic
stacked
somewhere.
away in the back or whatever, and not sold them because she could have gotten life-changing money while she was still alive.
Or they'd have been placed in plastic wrap. They bag them or whatever they put them in. Yeah, sleeves.
All right. So the family finds these.
They should have been in
things.
safe deposit boxes where they should have been.
They should have been. Absolutely.
Heaven forbid there was a flood, a roof leak. Can you imagine if a roof leaked and this box got ruined and soaked and
These
destroyed?
are the kinds of things you would see at like a Sotheby's auction. So the family reaches out to this guy just through their website.
We're, by far the largest collectibles auctioneer, and so people do Google search, we come up, and that's how they contacted us. They sent a form through our website, and they sent some pictures, and I saw it, and I called them immediately, and got on a plane, and went out there and saw it in person. Every day somebody says they have a Superman #1, as you can imagine, but there's 1,000 reprints, and so at some point you just sort of assume that it's going to be a reprint. It's going to be nothing. But they had photos, and I could tell right away that this was the real deal.
Can you imagine? You put an online form in on something. You send a picture, a quick photo, snap on your phone, and the guy's like, "I'm getting on a plane." I mean, that's serious. I'm coming to you. I'm not even going to make you bring this to me. I'm going to fly to you because the auction house is going to get a big chunk of this.
Sure,
they're going to get their percentage or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he says the condition was just nearly flawless.
It's graded 9.0 on a 1 to 10 scale, so it is the very finest copy ever found, ever graded. It just sat in an attic in San Francisco, untouched, and it ended up being just literally almost perfect, a 9 on a scale of 10.
Okay, so I'm going to play you this audio now from the auction. Just imagine being these 3 brothers. Months earlier, whenever it was, I don't know the distance between when they called the auction house and they're sitting at the auction house selling these things. You have found these in your mother's attic. What a surreal experience that would be. And you're sitting there thinking to yourself, well, one did sell at auction in 2022 for $5.3 million.
Wow. Oh,
what
so
if we were to get $5 million? And you're probably doing that math in your head and you're probably thinking, how are the 3 of us going to split $5 million?
Right.
What are we going to do with that money? And then this is what happened at the auction.
Let's go 7.7. I'm at 7.6. Do I hear 7.7 from you, Heritage Live? I will say, fair warning at $7.6 million, unless I have that advance or give me a cut at 7.65. Fair warning, $7.6 million. 7502. Congratulations to our phone bidder. Congratulations to our bidders. Thank you very much. That is the record of all records for comic books. Thank you very much.
Holy cow.
Unreal.
That's magic. Isn't that great?
Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Just digging through your mom's old stuff, literally under old newspapers. Like, that's what she thought of these comics. They're as valuable as these old newspapers, which maybe were like novelty events in history.
Yeah, they probably had, I don't know, the end of World War II, VE Day, VJ Day.
Something. Land on the moon.
We have those. Mount St. Helens eruption. We have a whole stack of my father has this old newspapers, stacks and stacks of momentous occasions in the Seattle Times.
Maybe they're worth millions.
I don't think so, but it's,
it's so fun.
The little things that families have squirreled away, that time drops in our lap at the, we've gone through 3 different houses now, losing loved ones over the last 4 years. We've gone, entire lives. And you find magic little things that are important to you.
You want to save them?
Right.
But they also might be worth some cash.
Yeah, I wish my mother-in-law had collected comic books.
Collect comic books and hold on to them for 10 decades. All right, we got a lot more coming up. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Just how good is Pure Talk's current deal for unlimited wireless? Well, you might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Because right now, for just $29.95 a month, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This is Pure Talk's top-tier plan. It comes with a crazy fast 5G network along with a 30-gig hotspot. And at just $29.95 a month, there has never been a better opportunity to lock in a ridiculously low rate for as long as you live. And save thousands and thousands of dollars along the way. This plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you will save over 50% every single month for the rest of your life. See what I mean? It really is the deal of your lifetime. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer ends 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets a Duralast battery.
have fun and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing and charging. No hassles, just help. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
All right, here's a quick confession. The reason Nick, my wife, is going to Longevity Medical Clinic is because why?
I got sick of watching you sleep at night when I was awake.
Wait a minute. Here's what would happen. I'd be asleep because I've got my hormones balanced thanks to Longevity Medical Clinic. I'm asleep, and then Nick would go, "Are you asleep? Are you sleeping? That's not fair. I can't sleep." I'm like, "So you're going to wake me up?"
Yes, because I didn't want you to have more energy than I would the next day, and I was up all night.
So what did I say to you? I said, so go to the Longevity Medical Clinic. Do the same thing I did. Get your hormones balanced. You'll sleep better, right?
And I did.
Right. You don't have to wake me up anymore and go, it's not fair that you're sleeping.
I know.
But didn't you see that it wasn't fair that you were waking me up?
Yes, because now you're the one taking the dogs out because I'm still asleep in the morning.
So we're both getting good night's sleep. We're both getting lots of energy, and we're happy.
You don't want me to tell you why? Because my hormones are now balanced.
Okay, I don't want to hear about your hormones right now. So be like Nick and get a free health analysis at lmclinic.com. That's lmclinic.com.
Time is running out to save 20% during the Bob's Heating preseason furnace sale. Now through the end of the month, save big on home comfort systems, generators, water heaters, and more. Plus, take advantage of 12-month interest-free financing and get your home winter ready before the chilly season starts. Trust the team voted best in the Pacific Northwest to be your dedicated home comfort company. Call Bob's today.
Bob's Heating and Air Conditioning. Call Bob.
Hartley here from Wilcox Family Farms. I'm so excited to have my cousin Amelia with me today. So I saw that you visited the baby chicks.
I got to hold 7 of them. They were so cute.
Do you know why Wilcox chickens are so happy?
Because they get to play outside?
Yes.
Happy chickens are healthy chickens.
From our farm to your table, Wilcox Family Farms eggs, locally fresh
since 1909.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Washington is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Hi, I'm Justin Shirley. We offer 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 24 months on new roofs. Call 866-ROOF-ROOF now. State Roofing and Exteriors, held to a higher standard since 1968.
A 15-year-old girl who chewed through a rope to escape a serial killer.
I used my front teeth to saw on the rope in my mouth.
The killer prowled the Pacific Northwest in the early 70s. He's been convicted of murdering 2 young women, but suspected of many more.
Maybe there's another one in that area.
Follow and binge all episodes of Stolen Voices of Dole Valley, available now wherever you listen.
Welcome back to the show. All right, Spike, I saw this disturbing ad on X. It was somebody posted a photo of this company in New York. I imagine that they're not just in New York. They're probably anywhere that you want to find them online. But the company's called Nucleus Genomics. And on subway stations and on light posts and outside of places like American Eagle, they were putting up all these signs advertising for designer babies. And you can quite literally, if the ads are correct, their ad says, one of their ads that was posted in the subway says, "Have your best baby." And it's a picture of a really adorable looking little baby.
Cute as a button.
Another one is outside of an American Eagle in Soho, and it says, "These babies have great genes." Kind of a playoff on that Sydney Sweeney commercial. So what they allow you to do is you can look at, they have the software that lets you look at 2,000 different genetic predictions, like eye color, height, all these different things.
Right, IQ.
And then I guess in some way you can help choose what you want.
It says IVF done right. Pickyourbaby.com is the website. Pickyourbaby.com.
Did you get a creepy vibe from this?
It's right out of a sci-fi movie.
This is like a eugenics.
Thank you.
This is wrong. This feels very wrong to me.
But it does to me as well.
Doesn't it feel wrong?
It feels completely wrong. But ask yourself, is it inevitable? Is this where people are going? Science is.
Lord, I hope not.
You benefit from science.
No.
Yeah, but they'll sell it to you. They'll sell it to you like this. If you could guarantee your child wouldn't have any disabilities or deformities or challenges. If you could end a disease that's been prominent in your family line, if you could guarantee that your child will never have your grandfather's rickets or whatever it was.
Super slippery slope.
I'm with you. I'm totally with you. But that's how it's going to be sold.
Because what are they going to tell you when they find one of these genetic markers that you find undesirable? What do you do then? What do they suggest you do then?
You don't use that one. You use a different one.
Well, that steps
you build
into
a better one.
Whole deeper
I'm with you.
Conversation.
I'm with you, but you got morals. You got a solid upbringing.
That's true.
A lot of people
if you don't have
that
morals,
burden.
this probably sounds great.
A lot of people don't have the burden
of morals,
of morality, or a solid upbringing in their lives.
Isn't it?
And that's who's. I mean, obviously they're making money. They're advertising in Times Square.
Well, it's a startup, so we don't know if they're making money yet. Likely they're losing money, is my guess. Most of these startups
they've got
heavily
VC, venture capitalists
leveraged with
maybe.
Yeah,
but there's a market for this. I'm telling you.
Well, I know. No, yes, obviously you're right. Obviously there is.
And it scares the crap. It's the stuff of a science fiction movie.
It's the bad part of science fiction, future stuff that we're not supposed to want, and we're supposed to see this as like, oh, this is kind of scary. I could
honestly tell you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
If this were an option for my parents, I might not be here. Okay. I might not be here. If my parents were given the choice.
That is dark.
Hey, look, he's going to have a few problems. Growing up, he's not going to be the fastest, brightest bulb on Broadway. Okay,
Let me
ask I'm saying to you, he's not the sharpest bulb in the drawer.
How many siblings do you have?
4.
You got 4?
I got 4. Well, no, 3.
What are the odds that you're the best?
I'm one of 4.
What are the odds that you're the best?
25% says I'm the best. Well, it's less than that probably.
Somehow less than 25.
Yes. I've got somehow less than a 1 in 4 chance of being the best.
Isn't it crazy though that we now live in a world? I looked up the modern context of this. Just this designer baby thing. You're totally right. This is going to be much larger than it should. I think more people are going to see this and not have remembered really dark parts of the past.
Well, and their defense, because they're hearing this from everybody that sees this. Say calling it eugenics is just lazy. Genetic screening does not equal eugenics. It's just risk reduction. Remember I said that's how they're going to sell it.
Sure.
It's risk reduction.
We're trying to give you a healthier baby.
Right, trying to make
if
sure.
that healthier baby happens to be exactly the height and future weight and eye color and
Cup
hair
size.
color and all these things. What a boring world, too. What an unbelievable boring world. I mean, isn't it all your weird traits that end up making you stand out and different from everyone else?
I don't want to live in a world without William H. Macy, where everybody looks like Christian Bale. I don't want to live in that world.
Gattaca?
Right.
Gattaca?
Right. It's the worst part of science fiction. And people are just
and it's here.
Happily signing up, buying
people
in.
Are just walking into it. Creepy stuff.
Imagine how dull Thanksgiving dinners this Thursday night.
Very dull.
Imagine if they all were supermodels with clever things to say.
Well, that wouldn't be the... No, just kidding. All right, we're going to talk Thanksgiving next. Stick around.
The Seahawks got it done on the road.
Gonna let it fly. Got a man, JSN. Makes the catch.
Bouncing back.
For a touchdown, Seahawks.
We always just put the mission over anything else, no matter what it is, man. We try to get that W.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, holy catfish.
Happy for JSN. He's doing an incredible job. Brings it every day.
But every opportunity he has to make a play, he's doing that.
It's just hard to guard him, bro. Like, he's just so efficient at what he do.
Where the 12s hear the Hawks. KIRO Newsradio on 97.3 FM.
Comcast Business is celebrating the holidays by giving your business the $1,000 holiday bonus when you switch to a gig speed internet package. Just imagine the thousands of possibilities of a $1,000 prepaid card. Like possibility number 12, the new laptop for the office holiday hero. Or possibility number 108, smart speakers to deck those hallways. Or possibility number 192, new equipment for the new year. Or possibility number 555, Bluetooth holiday lights for office decor. Switch to Comcast Business, designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect, plus advanced cybersecurity, and now get the $1,000 holiday bonus. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 12/14/25. New customers only with 2-year agreement. Requires qualifying gig package. Other restrictions apply.
It's clogged again.
Your drain?
Just had it cleared.
You didn't call Apollo Plumbing.
How can you tell?
Because your drain's clogged again.
So frustrating.
We can clear that drain.
That's what the last guy said.
We'll clear it, guaranteed.
He said that too.
Apollo Plumbing will clear your drain, or it's free.
Wait, what?
Apollo Plumbing clears your drain.
Or it's free?
Yep.
What's the catch?
No catch.
Fine print?
Apollo Plumbing clears your main drain for $83.
83 or it's free?
And we'll even give you a camera inspection.
Because?
It's the best way to find what's causing your clog.
But that's extra.
Nope. Included.
No extra charge?
Not 1 cent.
83 or it's free.
All it takes is an accessible outside cleanout.
And an Apollo plumber.
No clog is safe from Apollo Plumbing.
And just like that, my main drain is...
Draining again.
How can you...
Apollo plumbers are that good.
83 or it's free.
You call, we come.
My drain's draining again.
Guaranteed.
83 or it's free.
As it should be.
Apollo Plumbing.
ApolloPlumbing.com.
Health insurance is broken, but it doesn't have to be. That's why Scan Health Plan was founded as a nonprofit, so we can create Medicare Advantage plans that focus on the real needs of seniors. We've been people first since 1977, and we're here to make Medicare work hard for you, because you deserve more than a broken system. You deserve a plan that fights for you. Visit scandifference.org to learn more. Scan Health Plan is an HMO plan with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in Scan Health Plan depends on contract renewal.
Husky Nation, the rivalry is on, but this time it's bigger than football. This holiday season, we're taking a fight from the field to the table with Rivalry for a Reason, a competition fundraiser between UW and Oregon fans to tackle food insecurity across the Northwest. Every dollar you donate counts as a vote, and votes are unlimited. So let's outgive the Ducks and show our Husky pride. 100% goes to households in need, thanks to Safeway and Northwest Harvest. Visit dogsvsducks.org today.
I had pain, I had numbness in my feet. That pain and that numbness just got worse and worse and worse as time went on.
This is Greg describing life with neuropathy.
I went to 5 podiatrists, tried different treatments, tried different orthotics, tried different shoes, had cortisone shots in the tops and the bottoms of my feet. Saw a neurologist. All my medical doctors said, can't help you. Live with the pain. You're not going to be able to sleep. This is your life. And then I just gave up until I found Sound Pain Solutions.
I'm Dr. Mark Shelley, a chiropractic physician and board-certified functional neurologist at Sound Pain Solutions. Our neuropathy treatments can rehabilitate damaged nerves. We use FDA-cleared, non-surgical, drug and pain-free procedures that help neuropathy sufferers like Greg find relief.
I feel better. I mean, just feeling better is huge.
If you experience numbness, shooting or burning pains, or loss of balance, call us. Sound Pain Solutions, 855-996-0025 or click soundpainsolutions.com.
Hurry, time's running out. Check off the wish list with instant savings and free battery offers on select steel tools. Shop online or in-store.
Your best source for local news. KIRO News Radio, KIRO FM and HD1, Tacoma, Seattle, Northwest News.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. A judge has tossed out the criminal cases against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James. He said the prosecutor was illegally appointed. Comey released a video, which he says he's grateful the case has ended, but it's a reflection of what the Justice Department has become under Donald Trump.
I know that Donald Trump will probably come after me again, and my attitude's going to be the same. I'm innocent, I am not afraid, and I believe in an independent federal judiciary.
The Pentagon says it's investigating Democratic Senator Mark Kelly after he joined a handful of other lawmakers in a video calling for troops to refuse unlawful orders. The Pentagon statement cited a federal law that allows retired service members to be recalled to active duty for possible court-martial. Kelly served as a Navy fighter pilot. CBS historian Small.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth called the video despicable, reckless, and false, and defended targeting Kelly, saying the former Navy captain is the only lawmaker involved under his jurisdiction. Trump last week posted on social media accusing the Democrats involved of sedition, going on to post the crime as, quote, punishable by death.
Progress was said to have been made over the weekend in the Geneva talks on the Ukraine peace plan, but President Trump has imposed a Thanksgiving deadline for Ukraine's president. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer on the continuing efforts.
We are making progress, and that is a good thing. Everybody is absolutely focused on what we need to get out of this, and that is a just and lasting peace. Both of those words matter.
There are those who believe the U.S. role isn't crucial. Security contributor Sam Vinograd.
It's clear that Vladimir Putin views the United States as key to ending the war in whatever terms are hammered out. So while U.S. allies are certainly working on a workaround, I think it's unlikely that Vladimir Putin is going to agree to play ball with anybody but President Trump, which really requires President Trump to show leadership and solidarity with the victim in this war, which is Ukraine.
Millions of Americans are traveling for the holiday, and Chris Van Cleve reports a lot of folks have gotten an early start.
So far, the travel stretch has gone pretty well for the airlines. Cancellations have remained very low, delays in the normal range. We expect passenger traffic to ramp up again on Wednesday ahead of Thanksgiving. And then for the airlines, the real crunch time, the peak of the peak, comes Saturday, Sunday, Monday after Thanksgiving.
And that's a day records could be set. On Wall Street today, stocks were higher. The NASDAQ up nearly 600. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
An update on the hunt for a grizzly bear that attacked school children. But first, KIRO News Radio traffic. Here's Nate Connors.
All right, Heather. Well, good news. All of our earlier collisions have recently cleared, especially that big one in Kirkland, South 405 at 116. About 2 minutes ago, they cleared it from their toll lanes. It's over on your right shoulder, still a distraction. And you're in a bumper-to-bumper backup starting back at State Route 522. That's close to a 4-mile backup. It's now 45 minutes to travel from Linwood to Bellevue. That's a half-hour delay. Linwood to Seattle, pretty much wide open, 20 minutes. Very typical for this time of day, and you've got that typical crowding from Northgate into downtown. A reminder, we've got that 2-mile backup northbound 167 through the Pacific Work Zone. 15 to 20 minutes to clear this backup. North 5, a good option. Right now, it looks good between Tacoma and Federal Way. And in Olympia, that earlier blocking issue, westbound 101 just off I-5 has cleared, and so have those backups on the off-ramps. KIRO News Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Heather Bosch. Conservation officers are using a helicopter with thermal imaging to help find the grizzly bears that attacked 20 students and teachers in British Columbia. Sergeant Jeff Tyre tells CBC News.
A lot of work goes into these, and these can be lengthy. The bears don't necessarily cooperate, but we're doing everything we can.
Authorities now think it was a mother grizzly bear with 2 cubs that attacked the group in Bella Coola, a remote area on the BC Central Coast. 3 students and a teacher remain hospitalized. Kent police are investigating after one person was shot dead at the Lincoln Park and Ride last night. A car was seen speeding away. And deputies are searching for a gunman in a White Center shooting. KIRO 7 TV's Jake Chapman has more on that attack yesterday.
Just before 4, the King County Sheriff's Office got the shots fired call here off of 15th Avenue Southwest and Roxbury Street in White Center by the Rapid Ride bus stop. That is where detectives found a man shot. From what we've been told, the man shot is expected to be okay.
If you have information, contact the King County Sheriff's Office. State troopers arrested a man suspected of throwing a brick off the State Route 509 overpass in Tacoma. Trooper Cameron Watts says the brick crashed into a car and struck a passenger in the head.
We've had similar circumstances where people have died from this, and we're glad that that didn't happen.
Medics transported the man to Harborview. He has serious injuries. They caught the suspect about 8 blocks away. NASA says Boeing's spacecraft will be doing cargo flights only until it can prove again that it is safe for astronauts to get on board. Starliner saw a series of leaks and thruster issues on a trip to the International Space Station. It had to come back to Earth without its astronauts, who hitched a ride home on a SpaceX capsule months later. Seahawks wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba has officially etched his name into franchise history.
Darnold has time. Going to let it fly. Got a man, JSN. Makes the catch. Breaks the tackle. He's going to back into the end zone for a touchdown. Seahawks.
Yesterday, JSN set the single-season record for receiving yards as a Seahawk with 1,313 yards. He helped the Hawks defeat the Tennessee Titans 30-24. This weather update brought to you by State Roofing and Exteriors. Scattered showers with highs in the upper 40s. It's 46 in downtown Seattle. I'm Heather Bosch.
Your best source for local news, serving Western Washington and the world with a KIRO News Radio app. Always streaming live on your smart speakers. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
And now, it's time for the Jake and Spike Show on KIRO News Radio. With your hosts, Jake Skorheim and Spike O'Neill.
Welcome back to the show. 1 hour down, 2 hours to go. If you are down in the South Park area in Seattle.
South Seattle.
Yeah. South Seattle.
Yep.
And you notice a peculiar smell, we might have answers for you. This is very exciting. This was a news story that a lot of people were talking about. And so we are too. Luke Ducey joins us right now. Oh my gosh, Luke, I forgot to have your audio sound.
Let's do it. I need the intro music.
I'm gonna find the intro music right here. Let me find.
I think it fits the story more than any.
It kind of does.
It really does.
You're right.
Never
This
been
is
more
perfect.
fitting than we have right now.
All right, Luke Ducey joins us now. Luke Ducey.
I am going to drop a deuce on everybody.
There we go. Luke Ducey, KIRO News Radio reporter, joins us. What's happening in South Park?
I just got back from there. I was right there at the facility. I didn't smell a thing.
Really?
Well, because I think they're done. I think they're done with what they were doing.
The complaints were that there have been, was it dozens or hundreds? Like a lot of complaints. A lot of people called
110 complaints.
110 complaints about a sulfur smell.
And
like eggs.
not just unpleasant smell, but like immediate headaches caused by whatever people were breathing in.
For some. And so the specific complaints we're talking about, complaints to the Puget Sound Clean Air Agency, were that, the sulfury, rotten egg stink that was going on. Can you imagine? I'm like gagging right now. That it was so strong that people were getting kind of nauseated. They were headachy. They didn't feel well immediately. The complaints are in between this window of late September and early November. I talked with some people down there and said, they have told me, it gets worse in the summer when it's really,
It
really
heats
hot.
up, yeah.
That makes sense.
A couple people told me, it's not so bad. Others said, yeah, it is horrible. It was absolutely horrible. But obviously it was enough. And it depends on which way the wind is blowing. And,
Right,
and I'm sure it goes up, kind of like smoke would, and then it goes down. So, wherever it travels. I don't know how it travels. That stink. And here's the deal. It was hydrogen sulfide is the deal. The Puget Sound looked into this, and they found that this is a gypsum recycling company. Gypsum to Gypsum is the name of the company, and that's what they do. And I guess
It's called Gypsum to Gypsum.
Gypsum, yeah, Gypsum to Gypsum.
So nice, they named it twice.
Yeah, exactly. And so I guess the deal is, I didn't know this. Gypsum is, it's like wallboard.
Yeah,
like
I did know that.
in your house. You rip that out.
Scrap wallboard, and they make new wallboard out of it. They grind it up and repurpose it and recycle it.
Yeah, exactly.
Smart.
And if it gets old and rotten and nasty
Mildewy.
and yucky, mildewy.
A lot of times when you are recycling gypsum wallboard, it's because they've had flood damage or mold damage, and it's really garbage going in. I would think that the ecological limits and restrictions on a processing station like this would be pretty extensive.
How can they process it if it's
got mold?
If it's got mold, how do they turn it back into?
I would think that I don't know the process myself. I'm assuming it involves.
This is drywall we're talking about.
Yeah, grinding and then
drywall,
cleaning, purification, maybe hazardous material. This particular stuff.
Yeah.
Before it can be put back
There's a
into
word for that.
fresh
I'm trying to
sheets.
remember what it was. Somebody comes in and mold remediation.
Remediation,
Some
okay,
remediation process.
Yeah, those companies, and they have to, and this is like toxic in many cases, and they have to have places that you can't just dump it in the landfills because it's toxic.
That's
and
horrible.
these type of recycling places have an obligation to do the right thing ecologically to these materials.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the byproduct is the neighborhood smells like eggs.
The investigation is ongoing, and what that means is that they're still looking into it. Not that this company has done anything wrong necessarily.
We don't even know if it's them.
Is
it confirmed that it's them?
Puget
for sure?
Sound is confirmed. They say that they narrowed in on this one. Yeah, on this company.
It looks like an egg, smells like an egg. It's an egg.
I'm going to still
in
say
this case.
allegedly, just to be safe.
Fair enough.
No, sure.
We're causing headaches.
Sure.
Blame them unless we know.
We're credited. We're attributing this to Puget Sound Clean Air Agency. They're the ones who say that this was this plant, and neighbors say the same thing as well. This was Rob who lives right there, about 2 houses away.
Like rotten eggs. I didn't know if it was like a leak, so I alerted a couple neighbors.
Yeah, and so that's what people were doing. They didn't know what it was, and so they called up, and they, I can't imagine if you've got this overwhelming smell of rotten eggs in your neighborhood, but that's what's going on down there, and
but it's gone.
I didn't smell anything when I was there, and it looked like I got to be honest with you. I saw some employees there, and I was going to ask them some questions, and they. They when they look at you and you look at them and they're like, nah.
Don't even think about it, newsman.
Is it possible?
They were bringing boxes.
They said it with their eyes.
They were bringing boxes of things out to their vehicles like they were closing shop or something. But I that's just me. Who knows? But that's what it looked like to me.
Let me ask you a question.
They weren't doing any work.
Have you calibrated your nose recently?
I have not.
Have you tested your smeller?
Have you been swabbed?
I got a big one too. I got a larger nose. So
you and me both, buddy.
A snootful of evidence is what you have, my friend.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I had about a week and a half ago. I had COVID. Remember that?
Yeah,
I was out
remember.
of the show for a few days. I lost my sense of smell, so I could have gone down there. I wouldn't have smelled the thing.
Did you get it back? Some people don't.
I did get it back.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it back.
You should have come with me.
I should have come with you because I could have verified that I can smell things.
We should have done it, and we should have done an investigation like this. You close your eyes. We just roll down the window, and we see if we get closer. Are we getting closer?
Follow your nose. Remember that?
Forget the agencies who are reporting this. We'll just use you to verify, where this is and pinpoint it.
What is the worst thing? Side question for you guys. Sure. What's the worst thing that you've ever had at your house, smell-wise?
Smell? Oh God.
You ever had anything die into your house? I have.
Yeah, dead animals are pretty bad. I mean, around it, yeah, they're bad.
We had we were renting this house. I don't know. It's probably like 8 or 9 years ago. We were renting this house. And when it's not your house, when you don't own the house, you're in a different situation because you're relying on like a landlord to fix the problem, and they don't want to fix a lot of problems, cost some money. So in the middle of winter, we noticed like kind of a faint, like in the middle of the day, in the early afternoons, there is a pungent something here that wasn't here before, and at night when it got really cold and things would freeze. Problem goes away.
No problem. Yeah.
So then the weather starts heating up. And then we get into like spring. And that thing is coming through the floorboards. It was horrible. And as it turns out, there was something
got in there.
Died in the wall.
Big old
That's
something.
the worst.
It was like a big dead rat underneath the house.
Yeah.
And so the only thing you can do, a lot of times, it's too cost prohibitive to go like dig through your walls.
Buy perfume?
To find these things. So what you end up doing is you just kind of wait it out. Eventually it dries out.
Dries out, yeah, loses its pungency.
Isn't that horrible? So that's kind of what happened here, right? Sounds like they just kind of let these things dry out.
You have to have a perfumery come in and drill holes in the wall, shoot some pine tree scents. Get some of the trees you were talking about last week.
You asked me, so I'll tell you the
Tell me
worst
the
story.
worst smell you've ever had at your house.
It feels like a vacation days as we're getting closer to the holiday,
Yeah,
right?
fair
So I'm
enough,
just going to
fair
let
enough.
loose a little bit.
Yeah,
All right,
let
you
loose.
asked.
Imagine we're sitting around. It's Thanksgiving. We've just had a delicious meal. Now we're talking about the stinkiest stuff we've ever had in our house.
I was on a road trip for a soccer game, soccer tournament one time. We were down in Florida, in Tampa, in that area, and this is a long, long time ago. But we were of legal drinking age. I'll say that.
Did you play soccer?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't strike me as athletic.
Look at the frame.
I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
That's horrible.
Well, I don't have a soccer frame anymore. I have
No,
like
he
a
does.
football frame.
No, you
but,
can tell he's a European soccer
goalie?
player.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So, anyways,
lot of time on the
a friend of
bench.
ours who did not, I guess he's not used to drinking alcohol of any amount, and he had a few too many, and he had been also eating oysters that night, and threw up in someone's room, not mine.
Oh boy.
Yeah, beer and oysters, really, really bad. If you can imagine, someone got the bright idea of, hey, we can't live with this. This is horrible. I'm starting to gag just thinking about this. Because
Lean
the
in Laura's
smell will
direction,
never go
please.
away. It'll never go away. Do you remember the old cologne? It was Polo Ralph Lauren, but it was like when it first came out. Doused a shirt with that stuff and put it up on one of the vents. So, which didn't do anything, but now create a combination of oyster throw up and Ralph Lauren Polo. And whenever I think about it, I can still smell that, and it is the worst.
Good
so if
times.
I ever, that cologne is like long gone. But if I ever catch a whiff
No,
of
it's
anything
not.
like it,
It's
it's still
not long
around.
gone. Of course.
Oh, maybe I just blocked it out.
I know what I'm getting you for
If
Christmas.
I ever
too.
smell
Come over and
that,
take a whiff,
I
buddy.
just- my mind
Bucket of
immediately goes
oysters,
back.
a bottle of Polo.
Immediately goes back.
Oh, memories.
Ralph Lauren
I've never been to
Polo.
Tampa since.
Oh, that's horrible.
There you
It
go.
is awful that you try to mask it with something you think will
can't
make
do
it
that.
smell nice. It doesn't work.
Well,
you just gotta
we're
get the
guys
dead rat.
and
You gotta
we're
get rid of
idiots.
the dead oyster and vomit. Horrible. Spike, how about you?
We had
Strike me as a guy. who's
we
got
lost a
something.
raccoon in the eaves of our house. A raccoon perished up in our crawl space. We had to have the whole place re-insulation, the whole nine. It was literally one of those
Remediation.
Yeah, it was hazmat.
Like a hazmat situation.
Oh yeah. It was nasty. And we walked in the garage one day. It's like, what is in our, and and you literally pull everything out of the garage from the walls, all the bins, all the storage, everything comes out. Nothing. It's okay. It's in the attic. We went to open the access to the crawl space and open up, and it almost knocks off the ladder. Boom! Call somebody.
I got.
It was like, call somebody.
I got one more gross one.
Yeah, sure.
You called me in for gypsum here, and look at us.
We're trying to let the folks from South Park know it could be worse.
Could be worse.
Could be worse.
That's what we're doing here.
Could be worse.
This
We're
could
giving
be
you-
Ralph Lauren
yeah.
Polo.
Have they tried that at Gypsum to Gypsum? Have they tried shooting a shirt full of Ralph Lauren and hanging up over the
I should
city?
have come prepared. Attention, South Park. I have been here before. I've done this before. Let me
Ease your
All right,
pain.
let me help you.
I
So,
want another
okay,
one.
one last one. So this
Yeah.
was an actual journalism story, and I went with the chief photographer of Como at the time, and we went on a story. Speaking of those companies that you mentioned, there are professional companies. If you have something happen in your home, like it could be anything. It could
We
be
had
like
a
a drug
mold-
den
right,
to
right. Oh,
anything.
okay.
They'll come in and they will clean that up.
Yeah.
Crime scene.
Yeah.
There are professionals who will come in, so you don't have to deal with it.
Yep.
They will come in and they will clean everything up.
Sunshine
and do that
Cleaning.
stuff.
You guys ever see that movie? Sunshine Cleaning?
Is that part?
They run
Is that it?
a crime scene cleaning company. Yes.
Oh,
Amy,
really?
what's her face? Red hair? Amy. She
Amy
became
Adams.
like a big star. Yeah, Amy Adams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a real thing.
It's a
So you
real
don't
job.
have to deal with it. Yeah.
Cut away pieces of carpet where there's been like a body or something. Yeah, it's
cut
horrible.
out floors, all of it. Yeah, if it gets real, because it gets down in there, it's bad.
Smells
So
like- Is that Polo? Does it smell?
And oysters.
Dude. So we got in these hazmat suits. I don't know how we got convinced to do this. And as I had been in contact with these people before, this company before, they said, hey, we got a project out if you want to come out and see it for real, And I still have, I swear I have PTSD from this. And we're out there in this house, and this unfortunate gentleman who was obese passed away and was living basically on his bed. And the body had not been discovered for quite a long time. And when that happens with bodies, what happens with the human body is it liquefies. We're a lot of liquid. And so that's what happens. And so and we're in this hazmat suits, and more importantly than the hazmat suits, we've got the face mask, the full-on aspirator, kind of seal that sucker tight as heck, and
because it's toxic. It is a toxic contaminant.
And I won't go into some of the details. Like there was a bin, like a large bin beside the bed,
kind of thing,
that was being used for things maybe couldn't get to other facilities, and but not only that, but there's a lot of stuff around. Let's just put it that way. And we're doing this story, and it's this very serious story, and it's a sad story, and but it didn't feel right in there. And then all of a sudden, I look at this chief photographer, and he looks at me and he gives me this look. He says, "I got to get out of here." There was a leak in his mask, and some got in there, and he could get the smell and all that, and he did not look, and it was bad. It was bad.
How do you a property like that's got to be like leveled, right? I mean, destroyed. How do you?
Well, they cut a hole in the exterior wall to get the gentleman out and a lot of the other stuff. But yeah, you just basically you have to.
Where was this at?
This was a rental property, so they were trying to clean it up, and there was some assessment going on and stuff. It was in the Seattle area.
Boy, it's tough to rent your house these days. Oof. You just got to worry. You don't know
that
who
was
you're going to
bad.
rent to.
That's horrible.
Did I just bring things down?
No, not at all.
I'm ready to go to South Park and breathe deep today.
The worst. Okay, since we're telling bad smell stories, and here's a question for you. When I said bad smell story, how did you not start with that one? That was the one that you say, it just came to mind when they had to remove a body. That's the one that you forgot about? You remember the polo, but you didn't remember that one?
I swear I have PTSD about it because I can still remember the sound of my feet squishing in the carpet. So there you go. I didn't want that. That's why, because I have bad memories.
There was
about
leaks,
that.
rain leaking. I'm sure that was rain in the.
Sure.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Water was running.
When I was a few years
Sorry.
back. No, that's fine.
Good, man.
Speaking of the hazmat suits, I bought an Airstream trailer one time. I got this idea that it would be really fun because I had seen. You guys ever watch those HGTV shows?
You and Jamie were going to go travel.
We were going to go travel. Well, though this was not for traveling. This was just like I just wanted one to have.
Okay.
And I mean, eventually we would travel in it. But the idea was like, wouldn't it be fun to buy one of these things? It needs a little bit of work.
Sure.
But if you're willing to put in sweat equity,
price, yeah.
And the Airstreams, like those are just super valuable. Even the frames of those are very valuable. And so we found this one up in Index. And it had not been pulled out of its like muddy, woodsy spot for probably 25 years. The tires were all deflated. It was just like this disgusting mess. So we go up there. I negotiate with the guy, kind of an odd duck, because he'd been kind of living in it. And it didn't have electricity. It did not have running water. It wasn't like, I don't know if I would say it was clearly it wasn't a homeless situation because he had technically an Airstream roof over his head. But he was leaving town. He was moving, and so he sold me this thing. And I think it was a 1974. I think it was an Overlander is what it was called. I could be wrong about that, but it was 24 foot, really cool, really really cool. But the inside needed a lot of work because it had basically become infested with mice, and was just disgusting. And this guy was also like, I don't know, he had some stuff going on. So we negotiate on a price. And he sells it to me, and I'm thinking like, I got a great deal on this thing, and it was a really great deal.
Sure,
I got it for like $3,500 or something. It's like crazy.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
It's really good, actually.
I think.
But I had to tow it myself, and I had to figure out how to get it out of the woods. So I just brought up. You ever used that like goo stuff? You just spray in the tires, like
inflate.
You inflated them enough that I could drag it back to my parents' house. So I go in and I start trying to tear this thing apart.
Is this like the boat that you bought one time?
No, it's a different story. Yeah, that one, I had to burn that.
Or the car that caught fire.
That's what I'm wondering. Did you burn it?
That's another one. That was a different one. A lot of my projects end up on fire.
A lot, you say?
They're not.
Some say
they're
all.
No, but they're not insured. I'm not trying to make money on these things.
So you got this mice-infested
goo in the tires, mice in the.
Well, your hazmat thing. So my wife gets all worried that I'm going to get hantavirus from all these mice because it's very dangerous, and we have that around here. And so I had to buy literally, like my dad and I look like Walter White and Jesse.
Yeah.
Just like you probably did. We're in this place. We're like digging through. And the number of dead mice that I found was just too much. And it ended up, so we ended up like scrapping the entire thing. We tore it down to the studs because everything in it was
it's got to go.
Yeah. It was so nasty. Yeah. It was the worst thing in the world. And my wife, I'm like thinking like, is my wife ever even going to step foot in this thing? And she wouldn't. She wouldn't step foot in it.
Even after it was gutted?
Even when it was gutted, she goes, I can't do it mentally because I took pictures and I showed it to her, which was stupid.
Yeah.
And I said, I can't. And she goes, I can't ever do this. So I I listed for sale and doubled my money, which is great. But I spent many, many hours in this.
You didn't even try a Polo Ralph Lauren.
I should have tried Polo. That would have been smart. Yeah, you're totally right. I hear you put a little on the vent.
Eat a bucket of oysters,
Just a little bit.
A lot of beer.
I'm allergic to
Do some
shellfish.
jumping jacks.
That
Even
would've
better.
killed me.
Even better.
And then torch it.
Then torch it.
Then you light that guy on fire. But it wouldn't have burned because it's made out of steel. And it would have just been fine.
So with regard to South Park, there's an investigation as to
South
what
Park's fine.
It's still going on.
Well, it's not going to happen again. We don't want to make sure it's not happening again.
Yeah, we don't want to happen again.
Yeah.
Still going on, but they're taking it very seriously.
Watch your smells.
Smells better for the holidays.
Watch your smells. All right, Luke Ducey, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
It's not where we expected it to go, but
it was better.
I enjoyed it. Thank you very much. We got Mike Lefko coming up next. Seattle Seahawks are looking great. How great are they looking? He'll tell us next. Stick around.
Seattle's morning news.
Hi, I'm Charlie Hargan.
And I'm Amanda Factor. From communist lunatic to good guy.
News Nation's Leland Vittert has his take on the Trump-Mamdani meeting.
The new King County executive takes the oath. We'll have a preview.
The voice of the Mariners, Rick Riz, kicks off the Light the World giving machine.
We'll tell you how you can help.
Sully has traffic every 10 minutes.
Tomorrow morning, 5 to 9 on Seattle's Morning News.
We're on YouTube, our app, your smart speaker, and 97.3 FM.
This hour is brought to you by Insulation Northwest.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
This holiday season, you might not realize you've had a little bit too much to drink at the company party until you find yourself pulled over on the way home for a DUI. This is Jonathan Dichter from DUI Heroes, here to remind you that even good people make simple mistakes. Our team of heroes is ready to help you through this season to make sure you can get back to the things that are most important, your family and your life. Call us now at 1-800-DUI-HERO or find us online at DUIHeroes.com.
One day, the words on the page blur. You hold the menu a little farther away. It's subtle, until it's not. At Near and Far Vision Partners, we help you see clearly, near, far, and in between. Expert surgeons, advanced technology, sharper focus for every moment. Schedule your complimentary consultation at nearandfarvision.com or call 425-900-2414. Near and Far Vision Partners in Bothell.
Stacey Rost here from Seattle Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for you too. Stubborn fat is really hard to get rid of. And then there's all those gimmicky lasers, fat freezing methods, prescriptions. But imagine a simple solution that takes just one day and provides immediate, noticeable results. Introducing ProSculpt. ProSculpt uses air-assisted technology that's safe and gentle, yet powerful, delivering instant fat-reducing and skin-tightening results. Performed by board-certified plastic surgeons while fully awake, ProSculpt contours your body with minimal downtime. It's designed to target problem areas: waistline, face, neck, arms, thighs. ProSculpt gently removes unwanted fat and tightens loose skin with FDA-cleared plasma technology, all in a simple, guaranteed one-day procedure. ProSculpt is one and done. For your free consultation and $250 off, visit ProSculpt.com for powerful permanent fat removal and skin tightening that works for ladies and you men. It's ProSculpt.com.
The stock market's on fire. AI stocks are performing at all-time levels. We hope you, like many of our investors, have taken advantage of it. A famous man once said, "Buy low, sell high." There's also $8 trillion of cash sitting on the sidelines. Investors are either scared or they don't know where to go. Hi, I'm Scott Rireka, CEO of Legacy Group Capital in Bellevue. Legacy Group Capital develops local real estate, lends money, and shares profit with our investors. We've been doing it for 19 years, averaging double-digit returns with zero investor losses. Diversify with Legacy Group Capital and invest in our family of funds. From a 3-year investment with double-digit returns to only a 90-day commitment returning 7%. We also accept IRAs. Find out why 1,300 local investors have invested over $350 million.
Legacy Group Capital at legacyg.com. This is not investment advice. Investments available to accredited investors only. Details at legacyg.com.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Cars for Kids reminds you time is running out to donate your car for 2025. Call 877-CARS4KIDS now to secure your 2025 tax deduction and vacation voucher. That's Cars with a K.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Aaron Granillo. On one of the busiest travel weeks of the year, the main pipeline that supplies jet fuel to SeaTac Airport is still down. KIRO 7 TV's Dee Dee Sun has the latest on the Olympic pipeline leak.
Last week, a leak was found in that pipeline outside of Everett, and crews have been using booms to soak up oil. According to BP, crews have excavated about 200 feet of the pipeline, but they still have not found the source of the leak. There is no timeline for its reopening.
That leak now forcing some airlines to schedule pit stops so planes can refuel. Meantime, if you are driving to your destination this week, KIRO News Radio's Luke Ducey says you'll have plenty of company.
AAA says I-5 North, Seattle to Bellingham will be the worst, most crowded route for drivers this week. Tina Werner with WashDOT tells KIRO 7 TV to help out, State Route 167 and the I-405 express toll lanes will be free and open to all drivers on Thanksgiving Day.
That's part of our overall effort to help keep people moving over the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday weekend.
Tolling will be in effect this weekend. Luke Ducey, KIRO News Radio.
It's just in the I-405 widening project between Renton and Bellevue. It is being delayed. It is now projected to finish in summer 2027. WashDOT says it is in active litigation with a contractor. Turning now to the closing bell report, looking at home sales across the country, the high-end segment of the U.S. housing markets, it is seeing some strong growth. CBS's Jason Brooks explains.
Luxury home prices jumped 5.5% in October to nearly $1.3 million, a record high for the month according to Redfin, which defines luxury homes as those in the top 5% of their metro area's price range. Warren, Michigan saw the biggest increase in luxury prices at nearly 15%, while Nashville reported the strongest gain in luxury home sales at more than 20%. Luxury homes are selling the quickest in San Jose, California, going under contract only 12 days after listing.
It's close today on Wall Street. Solid gains. The Dow up 202. S&P gained 102. The tech-heavy NASDAQ, it gained nearly 600 points, powered by a big rebound of AI stocks. Let's go now to the real-time traffic desk at 1:33 with Nate Cummers.
All right, Aaron, no blocking issues at the moment and light volumes across the region. This report brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino. We do have, of course, the 2-mile bumper-to-bumper backup northbound 167 through the Pacific Work Zone. That's about 15 minutes to clear this. Up in Renton, further north, southbound on the Valley Freeway at South 180th. Collision was blocking. It's on your right shoulder now. Still got a little slowing approaching that seam. South 405 has building volumes through Factoria. Bellevue to Renton still looking good at 15 minutes. Heading through Seattle, North 5 wide open, looking great. South 5 is crowded from Northgate into downtown, but you're cruising at freeway speed, so Linwood to Seattle still at 20 minutes. And our lake bridges are wide open. Prepare to be enchanted. Mentalists and illusionists, the Clairvoyants, come to Emerald Queen Casino December 4th for a holiday spectacular. The Clairvoyants, December 4th, only at Emerald Queen Casino. KIRO News Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
Thank you, Nate. Forecast now brought to you by State Roofing and Exteriors. We have rain for this afternoon and temperatures in the low 50s. Right now, 48 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Aaron Granillo, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
Welcome back to the show. All right, we're starting to get to that time of year with the Seahawks where things are getting exciting. I mean, that game against the Rams was exciting until they lost. But we're back on track with excitement again for the Seahawks after yesterday. Mike Lefko from 710 Seattle Sports joins us. Mike, welcome back to the show.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me back. So wait, you were not excited until right now about the Seahawks?
No, I was excited, and then they lost.
It waned a little bit.
And now I'm feeling positive
You're like
again.
the moons here. You're waxing and waning.
I'm waxing and waning.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, absolutely. How are you feeling about the Seahawks? You're dialed in with sports, and you know how this team's going to look. You know who they're playing. They got 6 games remaining?
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
I get what you're saying to an extent of the schedule's so backloaded that their final 4 games, 3 of those are hugely impactful.
They really matter.
They really matter. You play the Colts at home, and then you have a short week, and you play the Rams on a Thursday night, and the Panthers, okay, and then you end with the Niners. So I do get that. In the midst of all of that looming, because the Seahawks, they have aspirations of a top seed in the NFC still. You're going to have to unseat the Rams. That this stretch, Titans, Vikings, who probably don't have their starting quarterback, but that's a discussion for later in the week. And then the Falcons, not as appealing, but you just have to kind of pile up wins. And that was, I think, the challenge the Seahawks ran into on Sunday. You're going on the road. It's going to be a kind of apathetic environment. In fact, it was more of a Seahawk pro environment.
I couldn't believe the crowd.
But kind of a dead home crowd. You can't get juiced up like you would be on the road. An early start. Playing a 1-9 team kind of gets you off your rhythm. So I credit the Seahawks for finding a way to win because we have seen teams who have lost to inferior teams this season. That happens in the NFL. It's not a pretty win. There's a lot. So we're going to nitpick a lot this whole week because, that's what we do. We talk about sports for 4 hours a day. But just on the surface,
is there anything to be worried about with the Seahawks?
I would say injuries, but that's not something you can control.
Yeah.
So that would be the case regardless of, if they were playing the Rams or if they were playing the worst team in the NFL like they just did. The injuries are a concern, but I don't think that's necessarily an issue of getting up or down for the opponent. Because on yesterday, they were down Ernest Jones and Tyrese Knight. So you're starting 2 linebackers essentially at some points of this season. You'd have backups in. And then their backup safety, Ty Okada, got hurt. So you're playing a 3rd-string safety in there.
And that was down the stretch of the game when the
and that
Titans
was down the stretch. And the Titans started to come back a little
Yeah.
bit. So Julian Love is supposed to come back. Could be this week, could be next week. That could get you excited. But I would say my overarching area of concern, just the injuries piling up on defense.
Are you at all concerned about 2-7 on 3rd down? Yesterday, they could. I mean, what against a 1-9 team now, a 1-10 team?
Yeah, again, they were up 23-3, and we can really get into the nitty gritty of yes, I'm going to say that. I mean, players will never say that, but there are certain games that you get more up for than you do other teams.
They were already halfway home on the plane.
Yeah, it's all aspects of life.
Is.
Think about all aspects of life. There are certain things in your life you get more excited for than some other days.
Thanksgiving's coming up.
So that was that. Next Thursday you won't be as excited as this Thursday.
Exactly. Like sometimes you have Thanksgiving week and you guys end up talking about weird smells for a whole segment, like we did last segment.
Fair enough.
Smells like that were out in the newsroom?
No.
Those are some good smells out there.
We were just comparing the worst things that we've ever happened upon.
There was a smell in South
That's what
Seattle.
we talk about on over here at KIRO sometimes.
Yeah, but
we do too sometimes.
That legit news story turned into What's the Worst Thing You Ever Smelled segment, which had some highlights.
Yes. Low lights, actually. Yeah. Can we play? I'm going to play this cut. This is JSN's 63-yard touchdown. And then I want to talk about how special he is and get your take on, is he going to have the best season ever? Here it is.
3rd down and 6. Slot to the near side. Smith and Jigba now comes over from left to right. 4-man rush. Darnold has time. Going to let it fly. Got a man. JSN makes the catch. Breaks the tackle. He's going to back into the end zone for a touchdown. Seahawks.
What's he doing?
To Lefko's point, that's a road game. Listen to the crowd.
The crowd.
It's a road game.
What do you think about him? I mean, how special is the season that he's having right now? What did he have, 167 yards yesterday?
I mean, he's already broken the Seahawks single-season receiving record. Already in 11 games.
Oh.
And now they used to only play 16.
Unreal.
So if you're talking about the course of, all right, the NFL single-season
he
receiving
didn't break
record,
it in week 17.
he might break it. But yeah, it's not like he broke it in week 17.
Right.
He broke this in week 11. And he's had a couple of games where he could have had a lot more yardage. A blowout game against the Cardinals a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he
only had
could've
four
padded his numbers.
Yeah, he had 4 receptions for 96 yards and then didn't play the second half. So what he's done is remarkable. And we throw out those adjectives and the superlatives a lot, but I would say whatever you want to hype up, incredible, remarkable, unbelievable, all of that, because he could have easily been over 100 yards receiving every game this season. He's going to shatter the Seahawks single season receiving yardage mark, and he is on pace because that extra 17th game, but still, those are the rules now.
Yeah,
He's
whatever.
on pace to set the NFL single season receiving record.
Beating
Calvin Johnson
Right.
in 2012.
In 2012, was he playing for the Lions?
Yeah.
Yeah, Megatron, right?
I saw a stat today, which was also interesting. He has right now, how many yards does he have right now?
13.
So at this point in the season where he set that, who
Calvin
said it?
Johnson.
Calvin Johnson. They had 200 more throws with the Lions than the Seahawks currently have.
Wow.
So he's doing that with 200 less
Yeah.
throws in his direction and in the general direction of
so
receivers.
at the end of the year, if his yards per reception are more than Calvin Johnson, then you could say, well, look, this is truly the record. You won't differentiate because those are the records now,
Sure.
17 game versus 16 game. But you're right, he might set a better yards per reception pace than Calvin Johnson.
Just unbelievable. It seems like every time they need a first down, he's just there and he's ready to go. Or you need a touchdown, or you need a 10-yard, whatever you need. He's ready to go.
And you talk about the consistency and the productivity of this guy, but the caliber of the catches he makes.
Mm-hmm.
He makes these like highlight reel catches on a regular basis. That's just how he operates. One hand down the sideline, 2 feet in, up, done.
So
And
this-
it's nothing for this guy.
Seahawks have 6 games left. How many are they going to win, do you think?
Better be at least 4.
Okay.
I think
Ooh.
5.
Okay.
Maybe split one of that combination of Rams-Niners. That's going to be a tough stretch.
If they win 2 more, are they likely to make it into the...
Just 2 more?
Just 2
They
more.
go 2 and 4 down the stretch.
Well, there are a lot of factors, but I would say no.
that's a 10
There's
and
a
17.
lot of chaos in the NFC right now. A lot of mediocre
If
teams
they
kind
win,
of hovering
if
around
they
them.
win just 3 more,
No.
you don't think they're going to make it?
11 wins won't get him in?
I don't
Wow,
know.
that's
Depends.
tough.
Well, no, it's got to be the right team. It's got to be the right teams, too, because if you're losing to the Niners and Rams,
Yeah.
you're losing tiebreakers. If you lose the Falcons, they're still kind of hanging around there. If you lose the Panthers,
They're
I
one
think
game behind us, right?
But they should win 4. They should win 4
should
because
win.
of their
Yeah.
schedule. So they should win at least 4 down
What
the
if
stretch.
they win it all?
If
What
they
if they
win
win
it
it
all,
all?
then you heard it here first from you, I guess.
They win 6. They're going to win the
Oh,
remaining
then
6.
They'll be number 1 in the
they'll be the
in
number 1
NFC.
seed. Yeah.
Home for playoffs.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Remember last time
That'd
home
be
for the
nice.
playoffs?
Yeah.
Great.
Just do that. That's the easiest
It's
path.
easy. Just win the football game.
Just win 6
Yeah.
more football
I
games.
don't know why
Just win
more
the
teams
whole
don't do that.
blanking thing, I think, right? Isn't that what they said? Just
Cal
win
did.
the whole
Cal Raleigh.
blanking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't coaches think like us?
I
Just
know.
win 6 straight. That's all
Seems
you
like the
gotta do.
easiest game plan.
Just beat
week
the
in
Rams,
and week out.
who are an unbelievable team.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's Mike Lefkoe, 710 Seattle Sports. Thanks for coming in, man. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thanks,
it.
guys.
All right, we got a lot more coming up. Stick around.
The Closing Bell is brought to you by Trajan Wealth Management.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss. You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
An illegal alien from Guatemala charged with raping a child in Massachusetts. An MS-13 gang member from El Salvador accused of murdering a Texas man. A Venezuelan charged with filming and selling child pornography in Michigan. These are just some of the heinous migrant criminals caught because of President Donald J. Trump's leadership. I'm Kristi Noem, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. Under President Trump, attempted illegal border crossings are at the lowest levels ever recorded, and over 100,000 illegal aliens have been arrested. If you are here illegally, you're next. You will be fined nearly $1,000 a day, imprisoned, and deported. You will never return. But if you register using our CBP Home app and leave now, you could be allowed to return legally. Do what's right. Leave now. Under President Trump, America's laws, border, and families will be protected.
Sponsored by the United States Department of Homeland Security.
30 years ago, Davis Law Group was founded to be the best law firm for our clients and our community. Our core values are to win, help, and serve. It means our success is defined by the difference we make in our clients' lives and the impact we can have in our community. Not by giant settlement checks or shiny offices. Our mission to lift up the vulnerable extends beyond the courtroom to our charity partners, promoting safety, uplifting students, accident victims, foster youth, and the elderly. If you've been injured and want better results for your claim and for all of Washington, call Davis Law Group today.
Hey, it's Doctors King and Kopstein from K2 Vision. If you're at the stage where you need readers, whether you've had LASIK or not, it may be time to consider K2 Vision RLE. I tell my King LASIK patients, laser vision correction won't solve the eventual need for reading glasses due to an aging, dysfunctional lens.
But K2 Vision RLE will. It's not a question of if your lens becomes dysfunctional, it's when. At that point, you'll need reading glasses and could benefit from refractive lens exchange, a permanent solution to distance, intermediate, and near vision problems. In other words, no glasses, no contacts, and no readers.
And no cataracts.
Exactly. After K2 Vision RLE, you will never develop a cataract.
K2 Vision RLE is quick and painless.
And because we've performed over 100,000 procedures and followed the outcomes, we have the experience to know if RLE is right for you.
Schedule your free Zoom consultation today at k2visionrle.com and let's get your vision feeling young again, permanently.
Go to k2visionrle.com.
Hurry, time's running out. Check off the wish list with instant savings and free battery offers on select steel tools. Shop online or in store.
Join KIRO Newsradio and Treehouse for the 37th annual Holiday Magic, providing holiday gifts and year-round support for children in foster care and youth statewide. Text MAGIC to 888-973-5476 to learn more.
The markets and the economy will change, but you should always know what you can rely on from your financial advisor. I'm John Ramsire with Baird Private Wealth Management in Seattle. With deep planning and investment expertise, Baird's financial advisors have guided individuals and families through changing markets for more than 100 years. And in all that time, our guiding principle has never changed. Our clients come first, always. Discover the Baird difference at rwbaird.com/Seattle.
All right, welcome back to the show. Spike, do you remember a few years ago during the pandemic? Like shortly after the pandemic.
Okay, what about it?
There was a big, giant bunch of folks who lucked their way into very low rate housing.
Oh, yes.
Situations.
Before they started skyrocketing, yes.
Yeah, before they got
like below 3 numbers.
Below 3 numbers, yes. My wife and I, it's so crazy. You just don't know when you're going to catch a lucky break.
Mm-hmm.
We were looking to, at the end of, it would have been 2019, we were looking to buy something at the end of 2019. 2020 hits. We do all the stuff to get ready, because there's a lot of stuff that goes into buying a house. You gotta submit all your paperwork. You gotta get pre-approved for all your different stuff. You gotta figure out, you do your calculations.
Your ducks in a row.
How much you can afford. What's overspending. All that stuff. So we had all that stuff done by, I think, February.
Okay.
So we're actively looking in March.
You got to have it right. So if you find that house, you pull the trigger right down.
You got to
there.
be ready to go. So you can say, hey, I want this. Here's my submitting my offer.
Yep. Make yourself the most attractive buyer. Absolutely.
You might remember March of 2020 was also the month that
boom,
COVID hit.
Everything changed.
Everything goes crazy and everything
Lockdown.
changed.
Yep.
So we ended up finding, we ended up getting in at a very fortunate rate. We didn't even understand how crazy low the rates were at the time. We felt like they were good, but we didn't realize how
You
low
didn't know
historically.
How good you have it.
No, seriously.
No, I'm with you.
When I was talking to my parents about this at the time, and their first place that they ever bought, which ended up chasing them out of Los Angeles because it was just so incredibly expensive. Their first place they ever bought when they were a young married couple, they got married at 19 and 20, and they, a couple years into it, when they'd saved up some money, they bought a condo at 18% interest rate.
I thought my folks in Baltimore, ours would have been the mid 70s, I want to say.
Okay.
14%.
14%.
Yep.
And we hear those numbers today and we go, by golly.
How
is it even
right.
possible?
Right.
Now, you also have to factor in places were a lot less expensive
Their home
back
cost
then.
$35,000.
Yeah.
5-bedroom,
there you go.
3-bath home.
Yeah. It's a little different when it's
a little different,
35 grand. But still, that's a very high interest rate.
It's crazy high.
So there's this historically low interest rate that happens, and then the interest rate starts creeping back up. And what is it right now? It's like 6 point something, 6.4, 6.5.
That sounds about right.
Something around there.
I don't check because we're in the same boat as this. The characters in this tale we're going to tell with you.
In this tale, New York Times,
we're in the same boat.
Seattle Times has it, but it's a New York Times piece, and it's detailing, and it's written from a woe is me situation. It talks about these millennials who purchase these homes. They're listing it here. They're saying they highlight this one couple who said they bought this house, Sandy and Sean, in Long Island. They bought this house. They were racing to find it. It was in 2022. The prices were ticking up. The interest rates were starting to climb back up, but not to what they are right now. They were still fairly low, 4%. They find a house. They get locked in, 2-bathroom, 2-bedroom with a pool. Pretty sweet deal. They get it for $660,000, $30,000 over asking, which was very common back in those days. 4% interest rate. And now they're saying they're stuck. They're stuck in this house. They can't possibly even think about moving because if they were to sell it at the current interest rate, they'd be paying a lot more per month.
To move,
almost
yeah,
double.
Yeah, it's almost a move downward.
Yeah. Yes.
I guess. Right.
What I'm confused by is why they're complaining about this. And they highlight all these people that they talk about. And they say for millennials, they say 38% of millennials 40% of millennials regret purchasing homes with these super low interest rates. I don't understand that. I don't understand why you regret it. They're saying they feel locked in now and they can't move on to something else. But consider the alternative. Consider that you have been renting for the last 5 years since you bought your house.
Right.
And now you don't have all this equity. Most of these homes that they're highlighting in the story have all climbed in equity by 20, 30, 50%.
Yeah.
Some even more. So I don't understand where it feels like whining to me. I just don't understand it. Does this make sense to you?
Well, I understand that it used to be that you could make lateral moves or upward mobility with your home.
Sure.
You could sell that starter home with it. You started your family, but now you, like your folks, you guys, I should say, you've got 4 kids.
Yeah.
Right? You wouldn't be in the first house that you ever got. Imagine if today you were trying to find a home with enough space for all your kids and maybe even a yard.
True.
And you had to, look at a 6.5% interest rate. You'd be in the same boat these guys are in.
Well,
but for different reasons. When I went to describe your situation, your family exploded. Maybe these guys have got 5 kids now.
Well, no, they said
Sean and Sandy.
They said they picked up a kid. They said
got
they
a
picked
kid.
up. They got
have a
one kid
2-bedroom
and a
place and a pool.
Labrador. They got one kid and a Labrador Retriever.
Who wants his own wing? The Labrador.
Listen to
That's
this.
the thing.
You got
Mr.
one
Pickles
kid-
wants his own wing of the house.
These dogs sleep on the floor generally. You got a Labrador Retriever, you got an 18-month-old, and you got a 2-bedroom house in Long Island
with a pool.
With a pool
Right, and
at
they're-
4%. What are you whining about?
Yeah. there's a lack of perspective.
Totally.
For this family. And there's the story from the New York Times says lots of New Yorkers feel that way. Feel the same as this couple. Stuck in the house because of high interest rates, they can't move to different locales. And
it's all perspective. You're not stuck.
It's all perspective.
You could sell it if you wanted to, and maybe your situation isn't as great. But nobody who's purchasing a house right now is getting into an interest rate situation that they're as happy with. So you're in no worse shape. In fact, you're in a much better shape because you've probably built up a ton of equity on a house which costs way less than it costs now.
Sure does. You bet.
And you picked up a dog and an 18-month-old.
Right.
Pie in the sky. These are great problems to have.
And Thanksgiving's coming up. Maybe this Thursday you guys sit across the table.
100%.
And be a little grateful.
Yeah.
For what you got in this world.
Be thankful for your 4%.
Right? Look at that 4% interest rate and count your lucky stars.
I have a lot of people in my life who are, their families have grown, all these things, and they're now looking at how do you buy the house? How do you buy the first home? It's a really tough market right now. And what's available out there is
forget it.
It's this double-edged sword where it can be very expensive and the interest rates are not super competitive and feeling good right now. So what do? It's just kind of a whatever. But you can refinance down the road if you find something that you really like and you think, hey, you know what, I'm going to eat the bigger costs right now, but I'm going to get locked into a house that I like. You can buy down. You were telling me about this. I didn't realize this. You can buy down interest rates.
Yeah. If you have enough some cash reserves,
sure,
as opposed to making a bigger down payment, take some of those cash reserves and pay it toward your loan. You can buy down it for how much it is per thousand or per full interest point.
It's
$15K or something.
It's you can buy down quarter of points for 1%. Like each one. I looked into this.
1% of the other total
1%
loan
of
value.
Whatever the total loan is. Like let's say you have a $400,000 house.
So
$1% of that would be what? $4,000.
Yep.
So for each point it'd be $16,000.
Yeah, for a full point lower.
For a 4 point.
And the savings are tremendous over the life of your loan.
The problem is you are paying a lot of money up front.
Yeah, exactly.
Which the bank is happy to take because they want all their interest right up front.
Yeah.
And they're going to give you lower interest payments. They also probably look at it pretty favorably and say, hey, this is a better person to lend to.
They're a more attractive buyer. Yeah,
they got cash on hand.
Yep.
But I don't know, whining about a 4% interest.
No, it's all about perspective. I know my kids would trade with them today. Come live in their Capitol Hill apartment.
100%.
My kid would love a 2-bedroom pool. Leave the Labrador.
Leave
Mr. Pickles is in good hands.
It's an adorable dog. All right, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Let's chat a little bit about Thanksgiving, travel. It's going to be crazy. Stick around. Be right back.
The Seahawks got it done on the road.
Gonna let it fly. Got a man, JSN. Makes the catch.
Bouncing back.
For a touchdown, Seahawks.
We always just put the mission over anything else, no matter what it is, man. We try to get that W.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, holy catfish.
Happy for JSN. He's doing an incredible job. Brings it every day.
But every opportunity he has to make a play, he's doing that.
It's just hard to guard him, bro. Like, he's just so efficient at what he do.
Where the 12s hear the Hawks. KIRO Newsradio on 97.3 FM.
The stock market's on fire. AI stocks are performing at all-time levels. We hope you, like many of our investors, have taken advantage of it. A famous man once said, buy low, sell high. There's also $8 trillion of cash sitting on the sidelines. Investors are either scared or they don't know where to go. Hi, I'm Scott Rireka, CEO of Legacy Group Capital in Bellevue. Legacy Group Capital develops local real estate, lends money, and shares profit with our investors. We've been doing it for 19 years, averaging double-digit returns with zero investor losses. Diversify with Legacy Group Capital and invest in our family of funds. From a 3-year investment with double-digit returns to only a 90-day commitment returning 7%. We also accept IRAs. Find out why 1,300 local investors have invested over $350 million.
Legacy Group Capital at legacyg.com. This is not investment advice. Investments available to accredited investors only. Details at legacyg.com.
Start having fun. Caesar Sportsbook at Muckleshoot Casino Resort is your #1 place to eat, drink, watch, and have fun. Keep up with your favorite sports anywhere and everywhere on property with the mobile app. Visit muckleshootcasino.com today. Scan the QR code and let the play begin.
Muckleshoot.
Free consultations, no fee guarantees, 5-star reviews. JP Pendergast with Pendergast Law explains the importance of going beyond these familiar offerings.
Accident victims want an attorney, Tom, that satisfies their needs. Someone who handles those needs with the highest degree of care. Pendergast Law offers the no-fee guarantees and free consultations, but these only scratch the surface.
Okay, explain more.
We make sure that every member of our team is genuinely passionate about helping others. Customer service and communication are our top priority. It's how we take care of our clients so they always feel one step ahead of the insurance companies. Our strong reputation for high standards provides comfort and confidence when it's needed most.
Pendergast Law offers the free consultations, the no-fee guarantees, and of course, they are 5-star rated. But what really makes them different is their genuine passion for helping others. I can't recommend them enough.
If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident, call Pendergast Law. We can help.
That's PendergastLaw.com.
Well, holiday season is approaching, and this year we're actually hosting at the Salk House, Thanksgiving no less. I think we have the cooking covered, turkey, stuffing, maybe even going to try some homemade applesauce. But what about the atmosphere? The house has to be warm enough, the winter cold coming in, and that's why you make sure you have a properly insulated home from Crawl Pros. They came to my house, checked my attic and crawl space, found a little issue with the insulation, and they got everything fixed. If your home has damaged insulation, if your home has no insulation in the attic or crawl space, get it fixed before the cold weather really comes. If you're a PSE customer and your home was built before 1990, you could qualify to receive a rebate on up to 95% to properly insulate your crawl space and attic. Plus, if you want to combine your local rebates with federal tax credits, you gotta act now. Federal tax credits are set to expire at the end of this year. If you're worried about critters, mold, water damage, plumbing issues, or anything else related to your crawl space or attic, call Crawl Pros or visit crawlpros.com.
Your best source for local news. KIRO News Radio. KIRO FM and HD1. Tacoma, Seattle. Northwest News.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Cammie McCormick. There was a stunning development today in the criminal cases against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James. A judge said the prosecutor was legally appointed and threw out the cases. Comey afterwards in a video release.
This case mattered to me personally, obviously, but it matters most because a message has to be sent that the President of the United States cannot use the Department of Justice to target his political enemies.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt.
The Department of Justice will be appealing very soon, and it is our position that Lindsay Halligan is extremely qualified for this position, but more importantly, was legally appointed to it.
Weijia Jiang at the White House reports there's been no reaction yet from the president himself.
You can imagine that it will be one of disappointment and frustration since he has spent so much time claiming that the only reason that he himself was investigated by these two law enforcement officials was because of a witch hunt. That's according to Trump.
The military says it's considering charging Democratic Senator Mark Kelly, as Vicki Barker reports.
The move comes after Kelly, a retired Navy captain turned astronaut turned U.S. senator, joined some other Democratic lawmakers calling on U.S. troops to refuse to obey unlawful orders. Kelly defending that on CBS's Face the Nation.
All we said is we reiterated what basically is the rule of law, that members of the military cannot follow illegal orders.
In order to prosecute Kelly, the Pentagon would first have to recall him to active duty, which federal law does theoretically allow, though it's not clear if it's ever been applied to a situation like this. Vicki Barker, CBS News.
Linda Kenyon reports the Justice Department has renewed its request to unseal grand jury files in the Jeffrey Epstein case.
The request follows congressional approval and President Trump's signature to release the files, including court records. U.S. Attorney Jay Clayton, who submitted the request, asked the judge to issue an expedited ruling so the material can be released within 30 days. Earlier this year, a judge rejected a similar request for the grand jury information, but that was prior to the congressional action.
President Trump has given Ukraine until Thanksgiving to approve a new peace plan with Russia. Security contributor Sam Vinograd.
Zelensky is certainly feeling pressure to publicly and privately show momentum so that President Trump doesn't try to bully him into a corner by withdrawing intelligence support or security assistance again.
On Wall Street today, stocks finished higher. The Dow up 200. The NASDAQ was up by nearly 600 points. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Take the next step forward in your career with great benefits and an award-winning workplace. Apply at careers.progressive.com.
Caught on body camera in Thurston County.
Have a seat or you're going to get tased.
A deputy's encounter with a dangerous driver. That's after Nate Connors at the real-time traffic desk.
All right, Aaron, this report brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino. Let's start north, head south. Boeing's morning shift is headed home up in Everett, so that has eastbound 526 packed right now from the plant over to I-5. This usually clears out within a half hour. That drive to Everett wide open from both Bellevue and Seattle. Linwood to Seattle, give yourself 20 minutes. You're packed at Northeast 45th in the U District into downtown. North 5, we've got a new collision just past Albro Place. It's in your right lane. Further south, North 5, just past the Boeing Access Road, a disabled bus blocks the right lane. Altogether, South Center to Seattle still looking good, taking 20 minutes. Southbound 405, you're heavy through Factoria, and heading into Olympia, South 5 is backed up between Lacey and Highway 101, where we just cleared a crash. Right now, drivers are dealing with heavy rain in that area as well. Tacoma to Olympia, give yourself 40 minutes. Prepare to be enchanted. Mentalists and illusionists, the clairvoyants, come to the Emerald Queen Casino December 4th for a holiday spectacular. The Clairvoyants, December 4th, only at Emerald Queen Casino. KIRO News Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
KIRO News Radio, 97.3 FM, Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Aaron Granello. Dash camera footage has just been released from the day a man tried to grab a Thurston County deputy's gun. KIRO News Radio's Frank Lenzi reports.
On October 15th, the deputy had come across a serious crash on SR 510. The sheriff's office says the causing driver tried to get to the victim driver, and the deputy put herself in between them and tried to use a taser on the suspect. But that didn't work. Then he assaulted her and tried to take her gun. Nisqually Tribal Police and an off-duty corrections officer jumped in to help.
Drop it off, kill you. Drop it off, kill you.
Another deputy was able to use a taser on the man successfully and get him into custody. Frank Lenzi, KIRO News Radio.
A mysterious smell has been hanging over Seattle's South Park neighborhood for weeks now. KIRO News Radio's Luke Ducey reports the stench is coming from an old drywall recycling facility.
Rob lives right across the street from Gypsum to Gypsum Recycling and tells me, yes, it smelled bad.
Like rotten eggs. I didn't know if it was like a leak, so I alerted a couple neighbors.
The Puget Sound Clean Air Agency received more than 110 complaints, they say, people describing odors like rotten eggs, sulfur, or natural gas. Investigators traced the smell back to the recycling facility, which had been removing an old pile of gypsum. Luke Ducey, KIRO News Radio.
Boeing's next Starliner mission will not be carrying astronauts, just cargo. NASA announced today the change after Starliner's first crewed flight ended with 2 astronauts stuck on the International Space Station for 9 months. That was due to thruster failures and helium leaks. Engineers say they are still testing Starliner's propulsion system. Seahawks still have 6 games left, and wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba already set a team record for receiving yards in a season. Head coach Mike McDonald tells 710 Seattle Sports.
One of the best ways for us to win is to get him the ball as many times as we can.
JSN caught 2 more touchdowns in yesterday's win over the Tennessee Titans. He is now on pace to set an NFL record for receiving yards. Weather now brought to you by State Roofing and Exteriors. Some light showers for this afternoon, along with some mountain snow. Right now, 48 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Aaron Granillo, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news, serving Western Washington and the world with the KIRO News Radio app. Always streaming live on your smart speakers. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
And now, it's time for the Jake and Spike Show on KIRO News Radio with your hosts, Jake Skorheim and Spike O'Neill.
Welcome back to the show. 2 hours down, 1 hour left to go. Thanksgiving week, super exciting. Everybody's excited. I'm excited. You're excited.
I'm in a mood. I'm in a good mood.
You are.
I am in a jovial mood.
You're wearing a hat now.
Yeah, it's a little bright in here. You folks that are playing along at home with our video feed might have noticed that they did some improvements to the lighting in the studio. Problem
improvements is that the right word?
That's the word. Well, we're being kind. I'll take it off, but man.
Yeah. No, it's all right.
I'm sorry.
You look nice.
Who said that? Anyway, it's a little brighter than it was in here, so I thought I'd try a visor.
The lights are very bright.
Yeah, on Broadway.
I don't mind them.
Ba-da-boom.
Kind of nice.
Ba-da-boom. But you look good. That's why.
People pay big money for these types of lights when they're depressed.
I hadn't thought about that. Those
Think
sun
about
lamps,
Think about all the vitamin D you're getting right now in here. I don't know if that's how it works, but your body is going to think that you've just been inundated with sunlight.
That I've been stranded on an island in the South Pacific, right?
You're going to leave.
I'm going to live on coconuts.
Great.
It's going to be great.
100%.
Fish, maybe, if I can make a spear.
Speaking of travel, holiday travel, heavy travel this time of year.
82 million people will travel 50 miles or less, or on average.
On average?
For the holiday season.
They suspect, Washington State Ferries, they expect 300,000 ferry riders, which is a number they have not seen since 2009. Pre-pandemic numbers, which is always like the high water mark.
Yes.
Pandemic travel,
yeah.
post-pandemic has just been abysmal. It's been horrible for everybody. So this would get them very excited. Unless you're a person who has to ride on one of these things.
I'd prefer record low number of travelers myself.
I would prefer pandemic level travel, actually.
Sorry.
So hopefully they can keep those boats running on time, and that'd be nice. But yeah, 300,000 people are expected over this next few days. Are you going to be traveling?
We're not.
Thanksgiving?
I'm so lucky. I probably have to pop in town to grab my kid and bring him home from college.
Yeah, but that's not travel.
That's not travel.
You do that every day.
Yeah, I do. No, I'm hosting this year, and we still don't have an accurate head count. I'm thinking under 10, which is fine.
Okay.
I got a big enough bird. Bird's already in the house.
You already got it thawing?
You bet I do. Of course I do. Had been thawing since Saturday morning.
Good for you.
Yep.
Nice.
I know how to do this. Inside a cooler, inside.
You going to brine it? You brining it?
Yes, I brine it. You bet I do.
When do you brine it?
24 hours. Yeah. And I pull it out.
You buy the pre-packed, who makes the brine stuff that's really good? They make all the seasonings. Who makes all the seasonings?
McCormick?
Not McCormick. It's another one. Doesn't matter.
Schilling?
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You're going to brine it.
I'm going to brine it. Yep.
How do you cook your bird? What
If I tell you, I'd have to kill you.
What size are we talking about?
We're only about a 14-pound bird this year. It's not massive. Not massive. I've done bigger. I bought a bird 1 year too big for my oven. I swear. I'm a moron. I really am. I just got big eyes.
Cut the top off?
No, I cooked it on the grill.
Oh,
I cooked it on the grill.
Nice.
Yeah. But that being said, how do I cook it? I more butter than you think. Full pound of butter under the skin. Okay. First off, you brine it, then you let it dry out, and you pat it dry. Right. Then you season the skin.
Gotcha.
Let the skin do that the night before. Leave it sit in the fridge with the seasoning on the skin while it's dried out. Right.
Ooh.
Then you split the skin from the meat, and you put a full pound of butter inside that.
You
can't
put
have
your
too much
hand in
butter.
there?
Oh yeah, all the way through. Somebody taught me this thing where you season your butter. You take your butter and you soften it first.
Sure.
And you put all the seasonings in the butter and then jam that in under the skin, right?
And then you stuff that
yeah.
turkey.
And then you put your, what's inside the bird, whether it's fruit, it might be like fruit, pears, oranges, a whole lemon.
I don't believe in that, but
I don't make stuffing inside the bird.
Because of salmonella.
I'm making stuffing outside.
You're worried about it?
In a pan, yeah.
My parents made stuffing inside and outside, so they always make two. And they would let the people know and then say, hey, if you're a little more adventurous,
great.
Then this is the one that came from the bird.
Can I see your insurance card first?
Or was it this one? Like a Russian roulette.
Oh, I love a little holiday game. That's great. Yeah.
Everybody's just running to the bathroom. So you're gonna be cooking. It's the best time. I can't get enough of it.
I get up at 3 a.m. and get it started on the day of. My kid's home. Make sure my kid's home. We watch the parade.
Can we talk about the parade for a second?
Sure.
I see ads for the parade.
Yeah.
There's nothing I get more excited about every year than
Macy's.
Waking up early and watching Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Yeah.
And it's an irrational excitement because I know that 5 minutes into it, I'm thinking, what is this crap? Every single time I turn it on, it's show tunes. The entire thing is just show tunes.
It's another Broadway show.
It's just an advertisement for Broadway.
It is.
I'm not a Broadway person. God bless them.
Yeah.
Some people are. Some people aren't.
We're a big theater house. Yeah. We love that.
So you probably love it.
We love that. Yeah.
I'd rather see the balloons, to be quite honest.
I love the floats. I love the balloons.
You don't see any floats.
The floats.
All I'm seeing is people dancing around.
Well, the floats are brought to you by McCormick or whomever else, by the Home Depot float. I love it. This year's Home Depot float, bunch of ice agents chasing around some illegal limits on the float in the parade. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
How did they get the rights to make that? That's great.
Big money.
I'd rather see
your tax dollars at work.
I'd rather see a big, like they had. My kids would be like wild to see Diary of a Wimpy Kid fly by, or SpongeBob, or all this, or Bluey. When Bluey comes by, people get very excited.
You bet.
Instead, you got to watch every single Broadway show.
I'd rather see bands. I'd rather see the high school marching trumpeteers of William F. McKinley High.
100%.
I'd love to see more bands.
Yeah, last year, Mercer Island.
Yeah,
Mercer Island band.
Yep, they performed.
Marching band. They went and they performed, and they were, like
it was last year before, but yeah,
really cool experience.
It's what a great time for the kids. Every kid involved in that, from what corner of the country they come from. They work all year. They have fundraisers. They do it all just for that moment. That 38 seconds they get on network television, national TV.
I want it to be bad weather, though.
Do you like it when it's cruddy?
I like it when it's either
when
really
they're all
wet,
socked under those see-through plastic rain suits.
Well, or like cold. If you know it's really cold,
brutal cold.
That's the best when you know it's really, really cold. Not because I want to see people suffer. I'm not interested in that. But
I'd like to see the crew from Pippin slipping and sliding on the freshly painted.
Okay. I take it back. If I'm watching the Broadway shows break down because it's too cold and they're slipping on the ice, then yes, that could be there's some entertainment value. 100%. But I do like to see, it feels very holiday-ish to know it's cold.
Yeah, that's true.
You think about New York and the cold weather, and you see Santa coming down the way.
The greatest.
It's a fun thing.
It's magic. It's that time of year,
We
man.
only ever make it in 5 minutes. It's always earlier broadcast, so we always just fast forward to the end.
I do that too. We record it. Yeah, we record
just
it.
fast forward. So I fast forward through all the stuff, but there's just all it is. It's just Broadway shows.
By the way,
was it always Broadway shows?
It's evolved more to that in the last 10, 15 years.
Is this the only way that Broadway makes money? Is through the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
I think they give the broadcasters content. Broadway's doing fine. Broadway's making money. Broadway's back. Talking about pre-pandemic levels. Broadway's back.
Okay.
Shows are selling. I
thank goodness.
What I hate about Broadway. What I hate about Broadway is the retreads. I don't mind when they revive a classical thing, right? But Shrek the musical, Young Frankenstein the musical. Oh, are you kidding me?
SpongeBob
the musical. Are you kidding
found
me?
out there was a SpongeBob musical.
I know, right?
I saw this guy sing.
Broadway, you've wrung all the ideas out of it that you had. No more creative. No more nothing original.
Here's another thought. SpongeBob, Shrek, none of them look like their characters. When I'm watching,
when they're a live performance?
When it's a live performance. I'm watching the SpongeBob guy, and he's singing, and I think it was Ariana Grande's significant other, whoever he was. I don't know who he was, but he's
Pete
like
Davidson?
It's not Pete Davidson, but he's like but it's just a man. He's just a guy.
Sure, he's a guy
he's not
wearing
a
a yellow shirt.
Yes.
And he's got square shorts on.
He's got funny shorts on, and he's supposed to be the guy.
That
but I'm just
sells it for me.
And my kids were like, what is this, Dad? And I said, I don't know, son. I don't know what this is. And then the announcer says, this is SpongeBob.
Couldn't wear a big foam sponge? Is that too much to ask?
If you're gonna
is that beneath you?
If you're 100%.
On Broadway?
100%.
You're too good for a sponge?
Why can't you make it look like the real thing?
Please.
Which is just a cartoon.
Right?
Makes zero sense to me. So that's something that we do every Sunday.
I fast forward through that and go
Thanksgiving.
Get to the bands.
Yeah, I like the marching bands.
Give me to the floats.
You know what we do a lot of times is we just switch over to YouTube and we watch the live YouTube feed of just the.
Oh, really?
Because all the local news stations, those are the big national ones, like what it is, NBC carries.
NBC carries the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
But if you switch over, if you go to YouTube, you can watch like many different live streaming.
Oh, of their own parades?
And it's just
Local
a camera
parades?
facing up, and you can watch the people in the audience if you want to. You can watch the balloons flying by.
Okay. Oh, of Macy's? Of New York?
Of the actual parade.
Oh, okay, great.
There's no parading that's happening on the NBC version.
No,
it's just Broadway shows.
Stop by the stage, the grandstands of people who've been waiting since 2 a.m. to get into the grandstands.
I swear, one time we turned it on, and the kids are sitting there, and they had Kinky Boots.
The musical. Yeah.
And they
explain that one to your boys, huh?
Good luck.
Right?
And Mike,
well,
and they spell it on the screen. They say
feels
Kinky Boots.
And I said,
yes.
Right.
And my kids are like, "What's Kinky Boots?" And I was like, "Next." And to turn the channel.
Oh, look, it's Bluey.
Yeah. Let's go find everybody turn off the TV. Let's go outside and toss a football. That became very easy.
You know that where the right there in front of Macy's on 33rd Street,
in front of the Big Star.
Yeah, that's the Canyon of Heroes. You know that?
I didn't know that.
When the ticker tape parades after World War II.
That's where Buzz Aldrin and all those guys and Neil Armstrong.
That's the Canyon of Heroes. That's where the ticker tape fell.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's a cool piece of history.
It is, really is. Yeah,
they should broadcast those. Why don't we do anything like that anymore? We don't do big giant ticker tape parades.
That'd be
Let's bring those back.
Right. That's a great idea.
I see those pictures. You go online, you look at those pictures, the old ticker tape parades, and it's just like
the whole world.
The whole world is celebrating together, and
massive achievements.
We go to the moon.
Yep.
If that really happened,
we should have parade when we brought those folks back from the space station.
Yeah.
Right.
Question about those folks, and then we'll get into more Thanksgiving stuff. Have you noticed how long were they in space? Record amount of time.
Oh, it was like
Wasn't
200 some days or
wasn't it
something.
like 9 months or something crazy.
Something like that.
And we kept doing updates on the story. We're like, when are they going to bring these people down? Has it been radio silence? Have they been silenced?
Nothing's. Yeah, we moved
Have you
on.
heard any? Like, Laura, did you hear anything about
Were
that?
they silent or were they silenced?
Well, that's my question: is why aren't they talking? Why didn't they immediately in the aftermath of coming down from space? Why did they just?
What did they see up there?
You know what? Actually, speaking of that, that's a great question. Aaron Granillo is a true believer in UFOs, and I guess there's a new documentary out called Age of Disclosure.
Yes. He told me about this.
It's on Prime.
Yep.
It's based on, I think partially it's based on, or at least the interviews from a guy who wrote a book about it. Aaron's a reader. I don't know if people know that about
Really?
him, but he read a book about it.
Books and stuff?
Books and stuff. Oh. Yeah, it's audio. I think it's audio. But anyway, he's going to come on next, and he's going to tell us about why I am not even joking, a fervent believer.
Firm believer in the extraterrestrial, the life outside of our world.
Yeah, he thinks there's evidence to prove it. Do you believe in that?
I've seen one. I swear to you, I'll wholeheartedly, complete sincerity.
Don't tell us right now. Tell us about it in a little bit.
I'll tell you my story.
Okay.
I tell you. I'm not kidding.
And you're being dead serious.
I'm dead serious.
Okay, this will be fun.
Hand to God on my dear departed mother's grave.
Well, we will talk about that in just a few minutes.
And what else she could do was Thanksgiving dinner. Look, I got us back in town.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
My mother was a horrible cook, by the way. I love her. Love her to all the live long day.
She's no longer with us?
She's no longer with us. Lost her about 10 years ago. My mother could not cook. God love her, but she was a terrible cook.
What do you think about why couldn't she cook?
I don't know.
She just didn't love you enough?
Way to drill down.
Maybe if she loved you more, she would have worked harder at it.
I'll tell you why she couldn't cook.
Yeah.
She was a victim of her era.
Okay.
She was the modern mom. You know, we all had to work, right? Both parents worked.
Yeah.
Easy convenience, TV dinners, whatnots, fast and furious packaged foods, right? The era. Who wants to slave 8 hours in the kitchen? Here's a box, put in some water, shake it up, pop it, boom, it's a food. It's food. So they said. That's how we were raised.
And you knew it. What's funny is you grew up knowing it. Your palate. It sounds like you only ate crap food.
I could eat cardboard. Couldn't tell you the difference.
But you knew even back then that it wasn't good. When did you know that your mom was not a good cook? Was it once you left the house?
When I started working in a kitchen.
Oh, really?
At the beach. Yeah.
You went, whoa, this tastes
what's
good.
Supposed to taste like? This is what meat's supposed to taste like?
Was it always...
Where's the helper, I would say to them. You know?
Where do I put the helper? Huh?
Yeah, I wish I was kidding.
Mama's secret ingredient?
Mom, I love you. And, I love her. I still love her. I talk to her every day. She knows. She knew.
You talked to her about her bad cooking?
No, we haven't come up yet, but it's going to today, I think. My little time with Mom, my daily time.
My mom was a great cook. She still is. She's still with us.
That's nice.
She was
That's
a great
really
cook.
nice.
You know why? Because she loved us.
You're a monster.
She took the time.
She loved us.
She said, I want to make sure my kids know someday.
This is more important, she said.
When I'm gone, they don't badmouth me on the radio.
She wasn't down the bar. My mom was. My mom owned a bar, to be fair. My parents owned a neighborhood tavern. They both worked.
My gosh.
Yeah. Many some morning, I had a box of cereal and a gallon of milk, and good luck in there.
Sometimes kids prefer it.
Yeah.
What kind of foods would you guys cook on Thanksgiving?
Oh, at home?
At home.
Oh, we would go out. We would grandma's house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she
never
took
cooked.
Took mercy.
My parents this year, I told you this.
We were travelers. We were vagabonds for Thanksgiving.
My parents invited us.
And my brother and I were just like locusts.
Oh, just go and eat.
Oh, anything.
Just went, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Till we popped. It was horrible.
This is what your mom's like. Boy, they never ate this good.
We never.
Why?
I don't think we ever ate the same year, 2 years in a row. Same place. We never got invited back.
Oh, your poor mom.
I love you, Mama.
Our Thanksgiving memory's fun.
Mama, can you hear me?
Why didn't you learn to cook? The only thing I regret. Obviously, I wish you were still here, but why didn't you learn to cook?
Yeah.
We
put soup in anything.
We're going to my parents this year for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you were telling me. Yeah, you told me about this.
We have to cook everything. They decided they were cooking a beef.
Yeah.
And they
bring the sides. They
said, wouldn't it be fun if we did
fun? Yeah.
Abnormal dinners. They always are very experimental on Thanksgiving. As good as they were when we were children, where they were consistent. You got to have routines when you're kids.
Yeah.
Fortunately, bad routines in your case. But you would have routines when you're kids, but
when
we got older, they said, let's just throw it out the window. And everything you loved as a child, let's get rid of it. And let's stomp on your memories. And let's try to make
Try
healthy,
something new, 'cause, you
healthy
know,
Thanksgivings.
The holidays are about experimentation.
Non-turkey Thanksgivings. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So this year they
How
said,
about the parade? Instead of floats, we'll just have like, proctologists.
Perfect.
Right, Ken? We'll have exams in the parade.
Why
you know,
not?
here's a plumber. Here's a plumber float. He's gonna show you how to unclog a drain. I want the kids be thrilled.
I'll be honest. If I had to choose between them unclogging the drain and the Broadway shows and Kinky Boots, I'd rather watch them unclog a drain.
Fair enough.
Any day of the week.
That's a real American. That's that alternate.
That's
that
American
alternate
for
parade they're talking
Yes.
about this year.
Yeah.
Real American parade.
I want to know from the audience. We're going to get into this on the text line. What are you guys? What do you really love about Thanksgiving?
What's
what are
your
the foods?
traditions?
What's the? I don't want all of them.
Oh,
I don't have
okay.
time for that. But
Yeah.
like, what's the number one thing? I'm looking
Okay.
for a common theme here. If everybody has the same thing,
Okay.
I'm interested. 888-973-5476. And
Talking about just food itself, or
could be a tradition. It
Okay.
could be something you do. Some people sit around the table and they talk
Yeah.
about things you're thankful for,
we do that. We've done that. Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to remember to
Yeah.
be thankful around this time of the year.
Yeah.
I think we should do that on the show. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
We could
you'd
get
love
into
to.
like
Yeah.
stuff we're thankful for.
You bet.
think
That
that'd
sounds
be
great.
fun.
Yeah.
Feel good.
Been a great year.
It's been a great year.
It's been challenging for a lot of people. I'm not unaware. I'm not
yeah,
pathetic.
100%. Yeah. Thank
But,
God, not for
it's-
us though.
We talked earlier about those kids in New York who didn't have any perspective, about how lucky they are to be in a home at 4%, right?
You just got to
It's
have
about perspective.
Have a good attitude.
Yeah.
Have a good
it is.
perspective about things.
Yep. Gratitude.
All right. We're going to have Aaron Granillo coming next. We get to hear Spike's UFO story, why he believes in it.
I'm telling you.
And Aaron's going to join us. I'm not a true believer, so maybe they'll convince me when we come back. All right, stick around.
The Seahawks got it done on the road.
Gonna let it fly. Got a man, JSN. Makes the catch
Bouncing back.
for a touchdown. Seahawks.
We always just put the mission over anything else, no matter what it is, man. We try to get that W.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. Holy catfish.
Happy for JSN. He's doing an incredible job. Brings it every day.
But every opportunity he has to make a play, he's doing that.
It's just hard to guard him, bro. Like, he's just so efficient at what he do.
Where the 12s hear the Hawks. KIRO Newsradio on 97.3 FM.
What if you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family is banking on bandwidth. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger. But your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply.
It's clogged again.
Your drain?
Just had it cleared.
You didn't call Apollo Plumbing.
How can you tell?
Because your drain's clogged again.
So frustrating.
We can clear that drain.
That's what the last guy said.
We'll clear it, guaranteed.
He said that too.
Apollo Plumbing will clear your drain, or it's free.
Wait, what?
Apollo Plumbing clears your drain.
Or it's free?
Yep.
What's the catch?
No catch.
Fine print?
Apollo Plumbing clears your main drain for $83.
83 or it's free?
And we'll even give you a camera inspection.
Because?
It's the best way to find what's causing your clog.
But that's extra.
Nope. Included.
No extra charge?
Not 1 cent.
83 or it's free.
All it takes is an accessible outside cleanout.
And an Apollo plumber.
No clog is safe from Apollo Plumbing.
And just like that, my main drain is...
Draining again.
How can you...
Apollo plumbers are that good.
83 or it's free.
You call, we come.
My drain's draining again.
Guaranteed.
83 or it's free.
As it should be.
Apollo Plumbing.
ApolloPlumbing.com.
Are your investment dollars working as hard as they should be? You've spent years building your future. Don't let outdated advice put it at risk. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. We're a veteran-owned firm proud to bring a new standard of financial care to the Seattle area. Our nationally recognized advisors are fiduciaries, ethically bound to put your interests first. That's the highest standard of care in the industry. As a privately held company, we answer to you, our valued clients. not shareholders. For households with $500,000 or more, let us build you a customized plan. From Bellevue to Tacoma, get advice you can count on. It's time to take a fresh look at your financial plan. Call Trajan Wealth, 206-656-3300. That's 206-656-3300. Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter, dream bigger.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Stacey Rost here from Seattle Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for you too. Stubborn fat is really hard to get rid of. And then there's all those gimmicky lasers, fat freezing methods, prescriptions. But imagine a simple solution that takes just one day and provides immediate, noticeable results. Introducing ProSculpt. ProSculpt uses air-assisted technology that's safe and gentle, yet powerful, delivering instant fat-reducing and skin-tightening results. Performed by board-certified plastic surgeons while fully awake, ProSculpt contours your body with minimal downtime. It's designed to target problem areas: waistline, face, neck, arms, thighs. ProSculpt gently removes unwanted fat and tightens loose skin with FDA-cleared plasma technology, all in a simple, guaranteed one-day procedure. ProSculpt is one and done. For your free consultation and $250 off, visit ProSculpt.com for powerful permanent fat removal and skin tightening that works for ladies and you men. It's ProSculpt.com.
One day, the words on the page blur. You hold the menu a little farther away. It's subtle until it's not. At Near and Far Vision Partners, we help you see clearly, near, far, and in between. Expert surgeons, advanced technology, sharper focus for every moment. Schedule your complimentary consultation at nearandfarvision.com or call 425-900-2414. Near and Far Vision Partners in Bothell.
Start having fun. Caesar Sportsbook at Muckleshoot Casino Resort is your #1 place to eat, drink, watch, and have fun. Keep up with your favorite sports anywhere and everywhere on property with the mobile app. Visit muckleshootcasino.com today. Scan the QR code and let the play begin.
Muckleshoot. Husky Nation, rivalry for a reason is on, and every dollar you donate counts as a vote against food insecurity. 100% helps families in need thanks to Northwest Harvest and Safeway. Let's outgive the Ducks. Go to dogsvsducks.org now.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM, Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Aaron Granello. AAA is now predicting a record number of travelers this Thanksgiving holiday, 82 million people. And KIRO News Radio's Luke Ducey warns if you're flying cross-country, you might have to stop to refuel.
At least 10 Alaska Airlines flights to New York have stopped in Billings, Montana to refuel. It's a workaround response to the BP Olympic pipeline leak and stoppage near a blueberry farm in Snohomish County. Delta Airlines flights, Seattle to Atlanta, pit stopping in Spokane as well. According to FlightAware, the delays tack on about an hour to those flights. There's no timeline to fix the Olympic pipeline leak. Jet fuel will continue to be trucked into SeaTac in the meantime. Luke Ducey, KIRO News Radio.
Rare case of bird flu in our state has turned deadly. State health officials say an older adult from Grays Harbor County died Friday after being hospitalized earlier this month. The person had a backyard flock of domestic birds and contracted the first known human infection with the H5N5 strain. Conservation officers in British Columbia are still trying to track down that grizzly bear that attacked 20 students and teachers in British Columbia. Sergeant Jeff Tyre tells CBC News.
A lot of work goes into these, and these can be lengthy. The bears don't necessarily cooperate, but we're doing everything we can.
Authorities now think this was a mother grizzly bear with 2 cubs that attacked the group last week in Bella Coola, that's on the BC Central Coast. Washington State Supreme Court is about to have a new justice. KIRO News Radio's Frank Lindsay reports.
Governor Bob Ferguson announced his first appointment to the state's high court, Colleen Melody, who heads up the Civil Rights Division in the state attorney general's office. Melody says out of all her experiences, she feels most fortunate for the time she had with her colleagues there.
They work tirelessly every day to protect and uphold the dignity of their neighbors, and it's work that I will miss doing alongside them.
Melody will replace Mary Yu, who is stepping down at the end of this year. Her term runs until the end of 2028, so next year, voters will decide who will serve out the rest of it. Frank Lindsay, KIRO News Radio.
Turning now to the real-time traffic desk, here's Nate Connors.
All right, Aaron, Seattle Sports has our update. Light volumes across our major roadways this afternoon for the most part. Heading into Seattle, North 5 just past the Boeing Access Road. A disabled bus continues to block your right lane. Not much of a backup behind it since we have light volumes. Further north at Albro, we cleared that earlier collision, so that backup is cleared. What we're looking at is minimal crowding at the West Seattle Bridge through downtown. South 5 is thick across the Ship Canal Bridge in the downtown. Linwood to Seattle, 20 minutes. Everett's looking good. North 5, you're crowded from 526 to Highway 2, but you're at freeway speeds here. Southbound 405 is thick heading through Factoria. You'll clear out by the time you hit 112th. Bellevue to Renton's at 25 minutes. Northbound 405 in Renton at Sunset Boulevard, we've got a new crash blocking your HOV lane. You're backed up to the Maple Valley Highway. And the First Avenue South Bridge is up right now for marine traffic. Download the Seattle Sports app to stay in the know with the latest news, scores, and opinions about your favorite teams. KIRO News Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
Thank you, Nate. Your forecast brought to you by State Roofing and Exteriors. Showers today along with some mountain snow. Highs today in the low 50s. Right now we're at 49 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Aaron Granillo, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
Welcome back to the show. Sci-fi. UFOs. UAPs? Is that what they call them now? UAPs? Unidentified aerial phenomenon? That's a mouthful. Why don't you just call them UFOs?
I think UAP makes it sound like it has more authority behind it. UFOs is sort of like that antiquated cuckoos are talking about
right.
UFOs.
It's always somewhere out in the sticks. Why do they always go to places where there's no science or cameras?
Right. Speaking of cuckoos, Aaron Granillo joins us.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome to the show, Aaron.
I'm not a cuckoo, though.
No.
I believe in this stuff.
You're a man of
There's
education.
a new... Aaron was raving the other day.
Nice work.
I like that. Good job, Ian.
I have an opening at my table at Thanksgiving, by the way, since he's been uninvited.
There's a new documentary out. It's on Prime. I heard you first talking about this, but you were very excited about it because I guess you read a book that coincides with it.
Yes,
or
yes.
Heavily
This is,
featured in it.
Lou Elizondo is the author of this book called Imminent, and he's featured heavily in this new film called The Age of Disclosure.
And this book, somebody read it to you, or you listened on audio tape or something like that?
I read it.
You read it with your own eyes?
I read the entire book,
Amazing.
believe it or not, Jake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Short book, picture book?
Pop up?
There are a couple of pictures, I want to say, but most of it, mostly words.
Mostly words.
Yes.
Okay. But there's this documentary that just came out, and it's called Age of Disclosure. And people are taking it pretty seriously. I've seen this on a bunch of websites of the folks that I trust are saying there is some real evidence out there.
Yeah.
Different presidential, different presidents, senators, people who's have serious careers are saying
it's solid reputations.
There are things out there that we cannot account for as being anything other than extraterrestrial.
Mm-hmm.
And you are a person who, after reading this book, you believe in this stuff.
I think even before I read the book, I here's where I stand. Like, I want to get there. I want to be 100% sure. And grainy footage and all of these videos that have now been declassified.
Area 51 type stuff.
Right. I mean, it's starting to lead me in that direction. I can't say with 100% certainty that extraterrestrials have crashed in Roswell, right back in the 40s, or whatever. People have been shot with laser beams from the sky in, these villages out in Central America.
Or abductions.
Or abductions have happened.
Testimonies
but
and
there's written testimony of it, and it sounds crazy. But there are people out there who we know have credentials, Navy pilots, senators, CIA operatives, people who have spent their entire careers, studying this stuff, saying that they have seen with their own eyes, and there's more out there than what the government is letting on.
Now, why? I want to get into that for a second. Why do you think that they would keep it a secret?
Imagine if it let out. I mean, that changes everything. It is the existential question of our time. Are we alone? And if we are not alone, and whatever the highest government official tells you you're not alone, that changes a lot of conversations, from religion, right? I mean, everything, to how we handle whatever, cybersecurity. I mean, military, everything is there technology out there that has farther advanced beyond what we know. It changes what we know about the cosmos.
Yeah.
How people are talking about how these spacecraft move in our airspace. There's witness testimony, congressional testimony. People who are decades and decades of service in the military, who are flying Navy jets, who are seeing things that they cannot explain.
The Tic Tacs.
That's one example.
Yeah.
Sure.
Have you guys seen those videos? Have you seen those? They were
Little Mints.
Well, they're
like, called that because that's how they're shaped.
So they have no
they look
evidence
like those.
of propulsion, right? I mean, it's just an orb, essentially.
And they can move.
it,
They're
right.
moving at speeds which they shouldn't be able to move at.
Right.
Correct.
The ones that get me, and the ones that I tend to feel, I don't know what it is, but the ones that I think of as more traditional, like UFOs, I tend to think that those are just kind of like sci-fi.
The flying saucer
movie type stuff. The flying saucer type stuff. Even the Tic Tacs to some extent. But it's the descriptions of the ones that are underwater. Have you seen those? The descriptions of the ones that are underwater that are moving at speeds that we can't even touch, like even get close to hundreds of miles an hour underwater.
Right.
That I start to think, well, maybe all the aliens are down in the deep oceans.
That's a theory.
Just like in, what's the movie with what's his face? Bald guy. Ed
Pacific
Harris?
Rim?
Not Pacific Rim. What's the other one?
Labyrinth?
Not the Labyrinth.
Leviathan?
Labyrinth.
I don't know.
With David Bowie?
Yeah.
Jennifer.
No, I meant Leviathan.
Leviathan.
Was the one I thought
No,
of.
I'm thinking about the one where they're on an undersea mining operation, and it's not called the Deep.
I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh!
But I can tell you that a lot of the sightings do happen around water, and they oftentimes happen along military bases.
Military installations. Yeah.
Right? I mean, and there's evidence in the book, for instance, of unidentified UAP showing up and turning on nuclear warheads. Turning on and off nuclear warheads. Now, either that is some sort of adversarial government, infiltrating us.
China has figured it out.
Or there's an insider, whatever, messing with us. But either way, we should probably know. It's either, a government that is not our friend, that is messing with us, or it is an extraterrestrial species out there that has leapfrogged our technology, or whatever, or who knows? It could be another explanation. But the fact that we don't know and this isn't being publicized is concerning.
Seems like a problem.
Yeah.
Spike, you were alluding to an experience that you had.
I've never seen anything like that. No, I'm not going to talk about it.
Are you not?
No,
allowed to share this story?
I'm having fun.
Have you had a change of heart? I did notice that after you mentioned it on the radio, your phone rang right after on the commercial break, and you walked out of the room.
Okay,
you had a real ashen look on your face.
They've got all they're going to get from me. I totally. This was I was about 15 years old, on a weekend night with a friend, sitting, as kids do, teenagers do, and we noticed a light moving across the horizon of the sky that was going much like you would today see a satellite and know that that's a satellite. I mean, just like. Not like a blinking red and blue or airline lights, but a light moving at an incredible
solid point in space,
of light,
but that's moving
at an incredible clip of speed at an incredible distance that then completely stopped and went the opposite direction across. And we're like, "Hold! Did you see that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I saw that." And we watched this thing go track, and then it did it again, and it literally made like a zigzag pattern across the horizon above us for a good 15 minutes, making about 7-8 passes back and forth across the sky, making complete 180-degree directional changes instantaneously and zipping back the other direction.
That sounds like one of those Tic Tacs.
It was all it was just a small light in the sky.
Were you near a military installation growing up?
In Maryland, yeah, but I've seen, but I've never seen any military plane that could do that. That
No, I just meant that, like Aaron was just saying a second ago, that they tend to be close to military installations.
Yeah, we were, in the Maryland area. You're surrounded, by military installations in all directions.
Yeah.
But we saw it.
Did you guys kind of look at each other like, whoa?
You're seeing this too, right? Yep, I'm seeing that too. We're not, okay, it ain't my imagination.
Just don't take it from Spike either. I mean, take it from, again, the pilots who have testified before Congress, the rocket scientists who work for the Defense Department, the late Senator Harry Reid, now Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who are saying that there's more out there than we know, and things that are inexplicable.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Age of Disclosure on Amazon. People should check it out. We should all watch it, and then we should come back, and then we'll discuss it and see how we're feeling about it. All right, we got a lot more coming up. Aaron Granillo, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. We got your text messages coming up next. Stick around. Be right back.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com. This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Mitch here at Leathers, Washington's most exciting home furnishings resource. Leathers' tariff-free sale is going on now. Hundreds of pieces of gorgeous furniture will be sold at pre-tariff and below prices. Save hundreds to thousands of dollars. Over $1 million of inventory. In stock and ready for the holidays. 40 to 70% off on bedroom, living room, dining room, wood, fabric, and leather. These crazy tariffs are not going away, but these almost liquidation prices are. So don't putz around. Hurry into Leathers' tariff-free sale in Issaquah now.
It's clogged again.
Your drain?
Just had it cleared.
You didn't call Apollo Plumbing.
How can you tell?
Because your drain's clogged again.
So frustrating.
We can clear that drain.
That's what the last guy said.
We'll clear it, guaranteed.
He said that too.
Apollo Plumbing will clear your drain, or it's free.
Wait, what?
Apollo Plumbing clears your drain.
Or it's free?
Yep.
What's the catch?
No catch.
Fine print?
Apollo Plumbing clears your main drain for $83.
$83, or it's free?
And we'll even give you a camera inspection.
Because?
It's the best way to find what's causing your clog.
But that's extra.
Nope. Included.
No extra charge?
Not 1 cent.
$83, or it's free.
All it takes is an accessible outside cleanout.
And an Apollo plumber.
No clog is safe from Apollo Plumbing.
And just like that, my main drain is...
draining again.
How can you...
Apollo plumbers are that good.
$83, or it's free.
You call, we come.
My drain's draining again.
Guaranteed.
$83, or it's free.
As it should be.
Apollo Plumbing.
ApolloPlumbing.com.
I saw her texting coming up to a stop sign. And so I saw the accident coming and she T-boned us.
In the blink of an eye, Crystal's life changed when she suffered a severe spinal injury.
The pain was something I had never experienced before in my neck. I got massage therapy. I saw a chiropractor. I was prescribed muscle relaxers so I could sleep. I got depressed. Nothing was relieving the pain.
Drugs, sleepless nights, and depression. Sound familiar? I'm Dr. Mark Shelley, a chiropractic physician and board-certified functional neurologist. At Sound Pain Solutions, our treatments include high-dose laser combined with spinal decompression and other comprehensive therapies to rehabilitate damaged discs. We use treatments that are non-surgical, FDA-cleared, drug and pain-free.
I was able to get off my pain medicines and I was able to sleep through the night, and that was what I was desperate for.
To learn if you're a candidate for our treatment, call us. Sound Pain Solutions, 855-996-0025 or click soundpainsolutions.com.
Bonneville International Radio Station contests are open to participants 18 years of age or older that are residents of Washington State unless otherwise specified. Employees or agents of the station, Bonneville International Corporation, other area radio stations, or any entity associated with the contest are not eligible to win unless the station otherwise specifies at its own discretion. Persons who have won in the last 60 days from a station contest or event may not be eligible. Full general contest rules are available on mynorthwest.com or in person at the station during regular business hours. Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Not only does Progressive let you bundle your insurance, they also give you round-the-clock protection. Get a quote today at Progressive.com.
Guys, it's time to know your numbers and what they mean. And right now, Revive Men's Health is offering a $400 comprehensive wellness panel for just $99. Free if you start treatment. Offer ends November 30th. Book today at ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Cold is leaking and rocks are moving and mold is creeping and water seeping in. It's hard to be a homeowner, we know.
Without American Crawl Space and Pest Services, it is hard to be a homeowner. Dave Ross here. American Crawl are the heroes to call for insulation and pest issues because in addition to their great reviews and decades of experience, they also give out the most PSE insulation rebates of any insulation company in the state.
American Crawl, the heroes you call.
Get your free inspection at AmericanCrawl.com.
All right, welcome back to the show. Fun show today, Spike. I enjoyed the heck out of it.
Likewise.
Tomorrow, we're going to be talking a lot of Thanksgiving stuff. Yeah. Just a lot of fun stuff. It's going to be a great show. Thanksgiving week is just one of those weeks. It's hard to do anything but just enjoy yourself.
I kind of feel like I would almost senioritis for the holidays already,
little bit.
right? I got holiday fever
because we got so much good food. I'm just trying to ease my stomach, make it feel comfortable, so I can shove all that food in there, and all the stuff I'm thankful for, of course, too. Let's see. Let's get to text messages. We got a bunch here. Laura, do you want to start us off here?
Yeah, on 2 decommissioned ferry boats for sale, Washington State ferry boats. Officer Kevin O'Neill says put it in Lake Washington's, run a route Seattle to Bellevue.
That's an outside-the-box, super smart idea. Can you imagine? You're sitting there in traffic, and then they go, hey, you can just hop on a quick ferry to Seattle.
Just like the old times. That's how they did it, right? Yeah.
That's a great idea. Thank you, Officer O'Neill.
253 says a floating bar.
That's a good idea, too.
Yeah.
Although, super drunk people on a boat with
open ends.
They have one of those for South Lake Union. They take a ferry that they rent out, and it's like
it's a booze cruise.
I've been on it.
It's a happy hour ferry.
Oh, okay. Well, they're probably watching you pretty tightly on those.
It's hard to drive your car off of it, too.
Oh, I don't think in this case. You'd be.
Oh, wouldn't be a boat ferry. Okay, I got you.
Not if you're
standing
drinking.
room only.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
All right.
For sure.
That's the fun out of everything.
Go for it, Spike.
Okay, on Sound Transit's merch line.
Oh, here we go.
Chris206 says, do you buy it for one price and then they double the price at checkout? Surge pricing on our merch, too?
That's a great idea.
Thanks, Sound Transit. You're the best.
Sound Transit does have them for the holidays. They have, like, gingerbread thing, all the
holiday
stuff.
merch.
You can
buy
ideas.
Sound Transit wrapping paper.
Yeah, for $14.
Right.
Munn in the 409 says, Sound Transit swag. The newly anointed director may autograph your purchases. He makes $440,000 a year, so he's just above poverty. That's nice. Thank you.
And 253 says nothing is going to sell merch like the South Lake Union trolley did.
Yeah.
Remember that ride? Yeah, you betcha. You betcha.
Did they actually sell that? Was that a real thing?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they sold it themselves, but
it's out
somebody
there.
came up
It
with
got
that.
out there, yeah.
So to speak.
Yeah.
On vintage collectibles, we talked about the story. Some brothers found that their mom had a Superman #1 original, sold for $7 million something
The highest
at
price
auction.
ever paid for a comic.
Unbelievable.
Tucked in a box in the attic.
Tim in Burlington says, when my father passed away and I began cleaning out his many, many things in the home of 40 years, I found 6 still in the box Furbies that were his thought to help his children to make lots of money with the collectible. Aww. I think they're still worth the same as they were when he purchased them 25 years ago.
Wow.
But it's the thought that counts.
It really is.
It's the idea that he wanted these for you.
Yeah, I'm investing. I moved everything out of gold, put it in Furby.
That's really funny. Thank you, Tim. Tim, can you send one of those to us? I think it'd just be funny to have a Furby here.
Susie in Hilltop says, my stepsister's dad passed away and they found thousands of dollars tucked into the magazine pages up in the attic.
Whoa.
They stuffed money in the... Oh, that's so dangerous.
There's money in the magazine page.
Thank you. Thank you. No, there was literally $240,000 in cash in the magazine pages. Kirk in Mount Vernon says, I have a bottle of wine that was given to Princess Diana and Prince Charles on their wedding day. It's number 7 of 12. I'm sure the wine is bad, but it's still full and uncorked. It was from the Piroth winery out of Germany. To this day, I still don't know what it's worth.
How did they get that? It was given to them on their wedding day.
That's crazy.
What, did you steal it?
Did they buy? They must have purchased it somehow. That's interesting. Kirk, follow up with more information on that. My consultant says, this is why I have all 20,000 comics priced out for my wife and kids when I go. 34 years of collecting since I was 11. He sent us pictures
of the
It's unbelievable. Boxes and boxes,
cataloged, secured.
Imagine what that's worth.
Yep,
that's pretty cool.
He didn't have to imagine. He's got them all priced
He's got
out.
it all. Yeah.
So his wife doesn't take $50 for the whole lot of them from some jamoke.
You're right. Totally.
All right. 253 says, my old friend Sarah gave me a good advice when I couldn't let go of my mom's stuff. Take a picture of it and then let it go.
Unless it's worth something. That's the problem. Is now we're selling this idea that it's all worth a ton of money.
Yeah.
You're going to go drop off a treasure. You never know.
On Bad Smells in South Seattle, 253 says, my little brother blew out his diaper at a campsite community center. We were on a couch and it got all over it. Our mom cleaned it up, flipped the cushion over, and we moved to another couch. Some guy came in and sat on the couch where it happened. He said, smells like home. It still smelled bad. Now, whenever I smell a bad smell, I say, smells like home.
That's pretty funny.
That's beautiful.
Good.
Very funny.
It's a perfect inside joke.
Oh my gosh.
Read this alien sightings one.
Amanda in Linwood says, I saw the exact same thing that Spike saw and is describing in Maryland in the 90s. I grew up in Montgomery County, Maryland. A bunch of our high school friends were hanging out in the county and saw that same zigzagging light. We all saw it and we all never forgot it. There you go.
Same thing you saw?
It's the exact same. Well,
is that the same area?
Well, it was
enough.
so far. Yeah, it was close enough. We would have both been looking at the exact same sky.
Whoa,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Speaking of UFOs, I couldn't remember. I was suggesting that aliens came from the deep oceans, and I said it's like that movie, and I kept calling it The Deep, and I didn't know what it was called, and I kept referencing Ed Harris.
It was Ed Harris, Master Antonio.
I had my good friend Lance texted me, said, you idiot, it's The Abyss, and then also similarly from all of our texters.
Over 125 texters texted
The Abyss. The Abyss. It's The Abyss, you dum-dum. The Abyss. So thank you guys. It's The Abyss.
Yes.
In case anybody missed that. Super fun show today. Thank you guys all for being part of it. John Curley's coming up next. We're going to have a super great, awesome, fun, supersized, great show tomorrow. You don't want to miss a second of it. So come back and have a great rest of your night. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
The John Curley Show.
Katie Wilson is putting her team, her powerhouse transition team together.
Weekdays 3 to 7.
Put everything in place and solve all the big problems that everybody expects to have solved when it comes to government. When I asked her if she's okay with being, the West Coast Mondani, she seemed to have no problem with it. And of course, Mondani, the new mayor of New York, has said that, well, there's no problem too small that the government can't solve, and the government cares so much. The government's going to care so much, and the government's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Watch the John Curley Show live on YouTube.
Health insurance is broken, but it doesn't have to be. That's why Scan Health Plan was founded as a nonprofit, so we can create Medicare Advantage plans that focus on the real needs of seniors. We've been people first since 1977, and we're here to make Medicare work hard for you, because you deserve more than a broken system. You deserve a plan that fights for you. Visit scandifference.org to learn more. Scan Health Plan is an HMO plan with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in Scan Health Plan depends on contract renewal.
What if you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family is banking on bandwidth. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger. But your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply.
Looking for high-quality assisted living that won't drain your life savings? At Care Partners Living, we offer compassionate care at a price that helps stretch and preserve your estate. No unnecessary luxury, just the support you need with dignity and heart. And if you ever need to convert to Medicaid, you don't have to move. With communities across Washington and Arizona, including new locations in Port Orchard, Sumner, Mercer Island, and North Creek Bothell, there's a Care Partners community near you. Care Partners Living, compassionate care and peace of mind. Visit carepartnersliving.com.
Stacey Rost here from Seattle Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for you too. Stubborn fat is really hard to get rid of. And then there's all those gimmicky lasers, fat freezing methods, prescriptions. But imagine a simple solution that takes just one day and provides immediate, noticeable results. Introducing ProSculpt. ProSculpt uses air-assisted technology that's safe and gentle, yet powerful, delivering instant fat-reducing and skin-tightening results. Performed by board-certified plastic surgeons while fully awake, ProSculpt contours your body with minimal downtime. It's designed to target problem areas: waistline, face, neck, arms, thighs. ProSculpt gently removes unwanted fat and tightens loose skin with FDA-cleared plasma technology, all in a simple, guaranteed one-day procedure. ProSculpt is one and done. For your free consultation and $250 off, visit ProSculpt.com for powerful permanent fat removal and skin tightening that works for ladies and you men. It's ProSculpt.com.
I'm Macy House with Baird Global Investment Banking. In today's markets, global financial capabilities aren't worth much without personal attention to your priorities. Baird Banking, Research, and Private Equity professionals are located across 3 continents, sharing more than investment expertise. As employee owners of our firm, we all have a personal stake in your success, here in the Pacific Northwest and around the world. Discover the Baird difference. Visit rwbaird.com/Seattle.
Black Friday Comfort Sale is on now at Home Comfort Alliance. Save up to 75% on furnaces, ACs, heat pumps, EV chargers, generators, and more. And take 18 months to pay with 0% financing. Call before December 1st. Visit homecomfortalliance.com.
Join KIRO Newsradio and Treehouse for the 37th Annual Holiday Magic, providing holiday gifts and year-round support for children in foster care and youth statewide. Text MAGIC to 888-973-5476 to learn more. Your best source for local news, KIRO News Radio, KIRO FM and HD1.